don't forget to go on to the website and do your nominations for the Dick of the Year and the All-Dick team. Just nominate anybody you want, even if it's me, Beast, Zach, whoever. You can nominate anybody you want. I wonder who Neil Rogers would nominate as his Dick of the Year. Let's ask him. Hey, Neil, who do you think that...
Too many.
Who's the Dick of the Year?
What all just happened there? Was that, I bet you it was Robert Creeper done that.
No, it was me.
It was George done it.
I don't know. Who do you think's a dick?
You don't have time to hear all my suggestions, okay?
I got 4 hours. I listen every day. There's all kinds of dicks coming around you. I can tell.
Especially in this building, man. You don't have to leave the building.
I'm telling you.
Dick is our middle name at QAM.
I bet you're going to be happy to fly the hell out of here on Sunday. Oh!
Now, let me ask you this question.
What?
Because we laid on your shoulder, and you haven't been here long enough.
Mm-hmm.
You're catching on, but you're just a little slow on this one. You said, I told you that your assignment when I leave is getting Clarence laid.
Yeah.
And you said, oh, that's easy.
$500 you'll owe me.
I'm telling you,
and a dinner. We're going to go to the Splendid Blended in August when you come back. You owe me dinner and $500.
Quit changing the subject. I'm telling you. In fact, I will pay $500 to your charity, the charity of your choice, if you get Clarence laid between now and when I come back.
Listen to me. I will bet money. I'll bet $1,000.
Oh, I think for $1,000, Clarence still couldn't get laid.
But not only
I would also throw the Beast in there, but I wouldn't want to wish that
on
any
$1,000.
female. I can't imagine the sight of that. That would be disgusting.
I could get the Beast laid.
It'd be like pigs groveling around in slop. I just can't imagine the thought of that.
I can get the Beast laid tonight, and I can get the Clarence laid. I will pick the day.
I'm talking
I can
about
do
something
it in
alive.
24 hours is all I need, and I will get them both laid. In fact, I may get them both laid, and they may end up doing each other.
No, see, we already got that going on our website. That's nothing new.
Your website may be the greatest visual thing I've ever. It's better than looking at Penthouse.
Oh, listen, now you didn't see the new picture we had, the wedding picture. What's the date on that? Is it July 11th?
All right, we're going to turn it on right now. Let me look at this.
No, it's not on there yet. You got to come in here before you leave.
No, I'm doing it right.
You got to come in here. It's not on there yet.
Why isn't it on there?
Because we just got it for one of our sick listeners.
So I didn't know that your staff all had their cars detailed downstairs by the drug dealers.
Yeah.
Shake it.
Yeah.
Shake it. Hey, man, do they supply you anything? No wonder it's
Carroll City Drugs and Car Wash.
No, the Gypsy Hill Pharmacy. I'll never forget the day I saw the kid from Miami wearing the Gypsy Hill Pharmacy. So anyway, hey, Neil, have a great weekend. And it was really a pleasure meeting you this week. I'm glad I got a chance to finally meet you.
We're ecstatic to have you here, man. I'll tell you that. We're welcoming you with open arms and legs.
If I sent you $200 a week, would you send me some Toronto weather in the mail down here?
Okay.
Thanks. See ya.
Drudge packing?
It's Friday, you bastard.
I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air, because I think it's important you hear this. Howard just called the radio station, Howard David, who I get along with great, I thought. He called me an asshole, saying I was trying to stir it up. My point back to Howard is don't listen. Listen to 101.5. Let me see, what age group? 101.5 for Howard, maybe 102.7. Some easily listening love music so you could focus on your wife and your family and the grandkids instead of listening and always calling the radio station. He's becoming Howard the caller, like Howard from Boca. Howard from Boca. It's like, it's okay. So anyway, he's listening. So just wanted to get the message out, and don't call my show too, just for a record. Don't call off the air because I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to hear you on the private line. Congratulations, you know the private line number. That's great, but don't call because you're not coming on this show. You've got your 3 hours, 5 to 8, Monday through Friday. You can talk all you want, but you're not coming on this show, and we'll leave it at that. All right? I got nothing against you. You seem like a decent person. And I know you've been taking a big hit on the radio station from everybody else, but it's over. Me and you, done.
Absolutely.
Okay, where does Pharrell have this thing going on their website? Does he have his own website? Well, shouldn't we find out?
Hey, Clarence.
Well, Clarence is busy.
I'm sure he's on QA.
Clarence is getting busy, the information in there. Okay, he's getting it all down. Oh, seriously, I'd like to vote for Dick of the Year on. Well, I guess I can do that anywhere I am. Wiener World will go out there and find out. By the way, look what I held on to here. He doesn't know about it yet. Well, we'll tell you when he comes back in. Anyway, George owes an apology, a major apology before we start the show today. A big, fat, major apology to my good personal friends at CityLink Magazine. Can't believe what you said about them the other day. Shameful.
Yeah.
Do you want to start apologizing now or wait till he comes back?
I didn't say anything about them except that I didn't read
The
them.
hell you didn't. You said that they should only rot in hell and that they're a bunch of assholes and that they're promoting pirate radio and a bunch of stuff like that. I thought you said that.
I said that.
Anyway, so come to find, and see, it's not really anybody's fault except, of course, from inside this building. I mean, it's so lame. So freaking lame. If we had anybody paying attention to business and what's going on. Now, they're all whipped up and excited about, well, Pharrell's got that big piece next week, which is great. I love that. Get some good publicity for him and for the station in CityLink, although nobody reads it. But the issue last week, and it's also the audience, the negative audience. I'm always the one, oh, Neil's so negative. I'm not negative. You people are negative.
Usually before the issue even comes out, people are calling us up with what's in it and whatnot.
So the only thing that I got was that page with the best radio personality, and that's the Schwarzer from the pirate radio station, whatever that guy was, whoever he was.
The black man.
Michael Motorcycle. And in the meantime, here's a whole section, Hall of Fame, and I've asked for days now, ever since I've been back. I've been asking every day, would somebody please fax us a thing from the CityLink and see what that's really all about, because they said they did something very nice for you in there. And then you'd have to apologize for George ripping them an ass.
I'm so sorry.
Come to find out that I went, because nobody faxed it, nobody mailed it to me, no nothing. So Muff had a good suggestion this morning, and it's about time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he said, how about going on their website? CityLinkMagazine.com. And sure enough, I typed it in there, and there it was. And here's last week's issue, Hall of Fame 03 is the section you'll find it in. And let me just read the thing up front, because I want to try to get back in their good graces, even though I think you probably spoiled it. It says, when it became apparent a couple of years back that certain categories always produce the same winners in this annual issue, we created the CityLink Hall of Fame to ennoble them on a more elite best of plane and open up the categories to new talents. You following that?
Mm-hmm.
He distracts the hell out of me, I'll tell you. He's just a maniac. By the way, Carlos got laid last night. Beaner Boy, he got laid. How many times? Get out of here. Yeah, 4 times? Yes. 4 times? Yes. Who was he? Anyway, we created the CityLink Hall of Fame to ennoble them on a more elite best-of plane and open up the categories to new talents. The criterion was simple, if unscientific. Be it a person, place, or even cocktail, if it was a candidate we couldn't imagine publishing the issue without. Here, then, are the inductees from 2001 and 2002. You'll find this year's inductees at the front of each section. Got it?
Got it.
The Hall of Fame. For example, waitress Rosemary O'Neill at Creolina's in Fort Lauderdale. I love Rosemary, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
She'd be the best. Bakery Grand Forno, Fort Lauderdale. And then AM radio personality Neil Rogers, AM 560 WQM. It says, not a whole lot, well, all of them are short. Commercial radio doesn't completely suck in South Florida as long as Uncle Neil is on the air, it said.
Oh,
now, that's sweet. That's a really nice thing, and I want to thank my friends at CityLink profusely, even though nobody reads it. Thank them a lot, because they didn't shine me. They didn't ignore me, like you were trying to say. They didn't stick it right in me and twist it. Huh?
I apologize.
In addition to which, what they're basically saying is that, you know, if they were going to do it honestly, that there's certain categories here that would be number one every single year forever, and that's not fair. They're pushing us out, which means we're getting old, is what it really means, which is true. But that's a nice touch. Thank you, CityLink. And don't forget, this coming next week's issue will have a big piece on Pharrell. Now, speaking of a big piece, Beaner Boy, he's real excited because he got laid 4 times last night, but what he doesn't understand is he's not getting paid this week again. What are you looking at me like that for? What did he say?
Why is that?
Because Clarence doesn't like you. No special reason, just Clarence don't like you. No, I can't do it to him. No, didn't he give you this stuff? Oh, he didn't get... Oh, I could have played that for the whole 4 hours. You are so pathetic, man. We're ecstatic that you got laid 40 times last night, but you're tragic. You're tragic. You need to be led by the hand. You need to be Beaner Boy on a leash. You need to, seriously, on a leash. In fact, Freaky Carlos will take you around on a spiked leash.
Oh.
That'd be a beautiful thing. No, seriously, you need to be taken around a leash. I got your stub right here. And the paycheck stub, too. And I'm looking in here, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, for all the bellyache he does and squeezing money out of you and me, he's not doing that bad for a punk. He's making a few bucks here. Yeah. I heard that. Well, that comes out to about 60 cents an hour. That ain't bad. No, seriously, you're not doing that bad. I'm talking about for this place, okay? For this place. Which usually, whoever sits in that chair, what they get is like everybody's good wishes. That's what they get. On payday
They
and
get
every
good
other
wishes?
day. Well,
When
like I
do we
said,
get those?
they get everybody's dirty looks is what they get. So just count your blessings, okay? Plus you got laid 4 times last night. So here's your, I'm going to hold on to it for a while because otherwise you'll lose it. no, seriously, don't give him anything that he'll lose the goddamn thing. Let me do, this is great. This is fantastic, man. This is going to be such a good day. This is probably the only call we'll get today because there's nobody here. WQAM.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
please retire.
All right, there I knew it. I was going to beat him to the punch. Neil, please retire.
No.
And he's still barking at the moon, and it's still there. Thank you very much for being so loyal, by the way, and listening every single minute of every day to the world-flaming Neil Rogers Show.
Absolutely. Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Bastard.
She's not crying, still denying, but she's not smiling. Martha stepped down, and she could go to jail, unless the big time lawyers can prevail. Martha stepped down, and she could go to jail, have her going on a business sale. Martha stepped down, said it was time to go, as Omni Media CEO. Martha stepped down, now till it's time to sew, and do the Super Cheesy TV show. If she gets put away,
I just can't stand that slut.
what will she have to say?
I didn't do the crime, so I don't do the time. You put me in a cell, then you can go to hell. I'll make the best of my time in my jumpsuit and teach the other girls how to make wax fruit.
Mixed good, don't cry. Just say goodbye, 'cause you will try.
Absolutely.
Martha stepped down. They booked her like a thug and took some pictures of her busy mug. Martha stepped down. Her lying like a rug. Now they're gonna squish her like a bug. Martha stepped down. And she could go to jail unless her big shot lawyers can prevail. Martha stepped down. And she could go to jail. Have her going out of business hell.
What is it, 12:15 already? God damn, I told you this 10 to 2 thing goes fast. Here could be the silliest facts I've ever gotten in my life, and that covers a lot of territory. From Craig in downtown Miami. You got quite a sense of humor, Craig. Hey, Neil, please don't go back to Toronto. When you're down here in Miami, you're funnier than when you are in Toronto. When you're in Toronto, you're all happy and Schmidt, and it's not the same. Here in Miami, you're pissed off and you rip into people's asses, and you can see what George and Carlos are doing and stuff. So please stay here in Miami, please, with a bunch of exclamation marks. Hey, marks, Craig?
No.
No chance.
Please stay here and be as miserable as the rest of us. We
No.
hate it.
Well,
when
just
it
like that
happens.
first call right out of the box.
Right.
You know, this, like I said yesterday, is a new one. Please retire. Neil, retire. You know, this is the new guy. Just one after another, the passing parade of misfits, of miscreants, of assholes. And believe me, the day when I will retire, and I wish it were like tomorrow, they won't know what to do with themselves.
Oh, no.
And speaking of, I'm down here and I can't see what they're doing anyway, because Beaner Boy, God only knows what he's doing now. Off playing a grab ass with Zach in the hallway. There's another one couldn't get laid. And he's married. Isn't he married?
I have no idea.
Zach?
I don't know.
I think he is. Does he have a wife?
I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, you can't picture it though, can you? I know.
I don't want to.
But anyway, so they're running around playing grab ass in the hall. This kid is like, you keep forgetting the leash. You keep forgetting the goddamn leash.
The Shane.
Jesus. So Craig, have a great life. I'm glad that you enjoy my misery, but the answer is absolutely no. It's hot, it's humid, it's boring, it's suffocating. It's the swampland. It's the end of the world. Kurt in Orlando says, Neil read an editorial yesterday on the air, the only one for the day. Have you been able to post it on the website? Please try to get on. It was excellent, as always, great show. Well, thank you, Kurt in Orlando, but it wasn't an editorial, number one. Number two, it's not on the website because Beaner Boy is like, see, seriously, you're going to have to bitch him out, which I'm sure you'd enjoy doing.
I have. Cornish Telfin, there's nothing.
He's got to get his ass on that chair.
He will not
and
listen to
sit
me.
the hell down.
Listen, he will not listen to me. He will not listen to anyone.
Really?
He will not listen to reason.
Well, you know what? Here's this pay stub.
It's a stub. It's already in this account.
Ah,
It's a direct
jeez.
deposit.
I should have just not told him about it. Where did it come from?
The stub?
Yeah.
Clarence.
So Clarence just laid it down?
Yeah.
In other words, where Beaner Boy couldn't find it? See, I blew it. We could have had a really good thing going there. Then I guarantee you his ass would be in that chair. But anyway, didn't I say we were going to put that on there? And I kind of put it over here where the stuff is that, you know.
Right.
And he's oblivious. He's too busy getting laid in crap.
He's got his own agenda.
He has
and you're
his
not going to
own,
interfere
exactly,
with it.
you're right. He's got his own agenda, like trying to hit Muff in the face with that yo-yo, or whatever that was he was sticking in Muff's face. In Muff's puss.
Yo.
It was disgusting. So anyway, we will put that on the website. It was the Declaration for the Future of America Challenge for George W. Bush, and it's sponsored by ARM in New York, whatever the hell that means. What does that mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple it. No, seriously, I'm going to staple it to his paste thing here. Yeah, and then to his head, and then to his ass. And then maybe to his privates, and then maybe in the midst of all his exciting exploits, maybe he'll find it, but I doubt it. That's it. Where did he go?
Do you want my theory?
Yeah, what's the theory? Zach came in here. Now, where the hell were you? What was that all about?
I gave these people the valet key, which is supposed to only open, like, it can turn on the car and it can turn on the doors.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, this guy in
able to do
downtown Miami, we're gonna seek him out. There's a guy under the overpass named Craig in downtown Miami. One of your friends, no doubt, who faxes me and says, please don't leave here. Please stay in Miami. You're so much more pissed off and exciting when you're down here. I don't want to be here. I can't handle your exploits, okay? Now, I don't want to hear about it. We don't want to know. Sit your ass down in a chair. Take the mic away from him. Sit down in the chair and shut up. You're making me psychotic. You're making me crazy. So I stapled to your pay stub envelope here, I stapled the thing that I gave you yesterday, which is what some other faxer wanted to know, that declaration for George W. Bush that we were going to put on our website, but of course you're too busy getting laid. So I stapled it right there it is, okay, right on top of the monitor there. Keep that in mind. Not that you're going to ever get it, but it's there. Oh my God. Well, it's your, like I said, Dr. Frankenstein, it's your creation. You invented it.
Well, it's out of my control.
Where the hell did you find it?
Well,
here's yesterday's poll result, and believe you me, I know what's going on. This today, every single day you can see the law of diminishing return in this town. All you people in retail, by the way, good luck to you. That's all I can say. How do they do it, you know?
I don't know.
How do they do it? Because they always say in this town, if you're in business, if you don't do the business, in most businesses, January through like April.
Right.
If you don't like really do heavy, busy, gigantic business during those months, you're screwed. So if you don't, and then comes like May and June and like right now coming up into July, you have to go through that entire period praying and waiting somehow you can survive until the so-called season starts again in this seasonal horse and buggy town. Because there's nobody here now. I could have gone bowling on a highway coming to work this morning, and then I get to like Ivesbury Road. I get to the stadium thing there on the corner. I get to Ivesbury Road, and usually it's kind of that tough left turn where they try to get as many people killed as possible.
Right.
And, usually have to kind of look around and wait a little bit. And all week long it's been better than usual because it is, holidays now and kids are out of school, everybody's gone. But today it was like the defining moment. There was nobody. There was nobody to my left. There was nobody to my right. There was nobody to my behind. There was nobody in front of me on the other side of the dead end there. There was nobody anywhere. Not even a porker on his motorcycle. There was nobody.
Not even a Mooney selling flowers?
Not even that. I had to get all the way up here to the corner of Ivesbury and 441 till I got to my first homeless voice schmuck.
Not even a black Muslim with flyers and a bow tie?
No, that's their corner, although I guess they've leased it out alternate Fridays to the homeless voice people.
They've come to an arrangement.
They have a lend-lease deal. Yesterday's poll, now wait a minute, let's take another one on 6. Maybe it's the same guy. WQAM.
Jamba.
Okay, there. See what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's what we're going to get today. That's all we're going to get. So that's 2 for 2. WQAM on line 9, which is never a real call. Hello.
Yes, it is real.
Is it a real call?
Yes, it is.
I can't believe you.
Please don't hang up on me. But this is Craig in downtown Miami. I'm not a stick like Carlos. I'm a Negro, y'all. But listen, you ever used to watch the Larry Sanders Show?
I hated that show. It was ridiculous. I can't stand him.
Because the reason why I said it because pain equals funny, and I'm pretty sure George used to watch it. Did George like it?
George hated it.
What was wrong with it? I saw it over the weekend on Memorial Day.
That was all.
I saw it over the Memorial Day, and I thought it was great. I got hooked on it right away.
Well, see, there goes to show you. That's another reason I'm not staying here is because of people with taste like yours, Craig. I can't handle it. It's an awful show.
Okay, well, when you're down here, like I'm saying about the fax, man, when you're down here, it's great. I mean,
No, it's not great. It's great for you because you have the feeling that I'm suffering, and I don't want to suffer just to make you happy. Good luck to you, Craig. I'll see you tent number 3.
Bye.
Okay.
At the shelter.
I think I made him feel bad. That's good. Good. No, see, I don't take instructions from the audience. Like, retire, no. Stay here, no. It's a radio show. It's free. Obviously, you're loving it. Every one of you out there, you wouldn't be listening right now. Even Mo is listening. You'd think a guy like him, with all the money he's making, which is like a gift at this point, at this stage of his life, you'd think he'd be like, out there on the course right now, getting ready for a big weekend. I heard him say this morning he's going to be like playing golf tomorrow and golf on Sunday, and maybe he'll think about coming in on Monday. No. Don't bother, Mo. I think somebody who was that suggested that about the carpooling? Because Pharrell was saying he wants to get a limo to bring him from Boca back and forth every day. And somebody said, hey, just how about carpooling with Mo?
Right.
And boy, you should have seen the look on his puss. He was just going nuts. Somehow he can't envision himself in that Explorer schlepping down from Boca, that long hour ride with Mo. And then, of course, Mo would have to wait around till 10 every day.
They wouldn't have to drive the Explorer.
No, they could drive the Jaguar.
They could get a Hummer limo.
As a matter of fact, Pharrell could sit in the back seat and pretend that Mo was his limo driver. Huh? And give him a tip on the way out. That would be good. Anyway, here's the poll from yesterday. I know I'd get around to it sooner or later. Which of these statements is the most ridiculous? 1,637 votes. Pretty heavy duty for nobody being here. George W. Bush is a great leader. 787 found that most amusing. The most ridiculous statement of them all. Peace is coming in the Middle East. 276 of you said that's ridiculous. George is a great fill-in for Neil. 208. Mo Howard David does a great show. 185. Think his show is just
absolutely
pathetic. The Marlins will win 91 games. 85. Clarence, our program director, will get laid this year. 53. Confidence is booming now for Clarence. He's starting to move up a little bit. Actually, that's not good, is it? He'd be better off if he were in last place.
Right.
And Pharrell's got a pleasant voice, 43. So Pharrell, once again, comes out smelling like a rose. Sounding like a razor blade, but smelling like a rose. Not a rose as lovely as Boner Boy in here, who's like covered from head to toe with cashmere bouquet and, what's that baby,
Baby cologne.
Baby cologne. See, I'm going to Cologne this summer probably. He's going to Baby Cologne.
It's right next door.
So Pharrell's got a pleasant voice in last place, which is a positive for Pharrell. They just love him. They're obsessed with him, and I think that's great. It's about time. We're having a great time here, Craig, under the overpass. Chronic Craig. So leave me alone. We got 2 polls today, one early, and then the other one for later in the show and through the weekend. And then we got to talk about that hot couples contest. We got 50 billion votes on air. Isn't there like 20 million votes?
Absolutely.
Last time I checked, it's a humongous response. Too bad it's not a close race, although it's a very close. It's tight for second.
Right.
I mean, it is nip and tuck. You couldn't put a curly hair in between those two couples. But anyway, speaking of couples, this is general in response to anything that we've had on there, and I probably forgot some. Which picture on our website do you like best? Mo Screws Neil, Swingin' Mo is what we call that.
Okay.
Mozo the Clown, Squirrely Mo, Hairless Toothless Mo, which was that preceded Mozo the Clown, Muscle-Bound Neil God, that's the brand new one that's on there now. Clarence and the Beast, although we have a new Clarence and the Beast, but that won't be up there in time for this poll. But when you see that, with the wedding date and the whole deal, I think Pharrell should have that wedding on the air on his show.
Right.
That would be big. Forget about that Marlin game the other night. Clarence and the Beast. Mo and Geldy doing the tango. That's a lovely thing. Very, very tight. The titty pics on the hot couple contest. And I hate them all. Because we always have to put some really on there just to keep a lot of you bastards happy.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Hey, you bastard.
Tired of the same old boring breakfast? How about something exotic and wild? Hi, kids, I'm Prairie Dog Pete with a tasty new breakfast cereal that's infecting the nation. Monkeypox. These crunchy little pustules are bursting with flavor, erupting with monkey madness. Tell your mom,
I want a box of puck.
You'll thank your lucky charms when she brings you a big box of Monkeypox cereal. Part of this contagious breakfast, new from General Mills.
Absolutely.
1031 at 560. So even Muff was just in here reveling about the fact that this has been such a fun and enjoyable week. Just because of all the stuff that just happened. It was just my luck again. I just happened to fall into a bucket of crap, and I was here just at the right time. With Pharrell and a thing at the ballpark, and then, of course, with the Joe Rose and Mo episode, and just a whole bunch of crap that came down this week.
Lucky you.
And Beaner Boy finally getting laid and running around. He's got a big sign here.
He got laid and paid.
Laid and paid. Oh! Maybe. Here's this thing sitting up here, by the way. Your thing is, come in here now and take this, okay? I'm really nervous because it's only 10:30. But knowing you'll never remember by 2 o'clock to get that. Stick it in your pants.
By 11:35.
God. So anyway, I watched a really excellent movie last night, and you had seen it, but you forgot about it.
Right.
And neither one of you ever gave me it for the list. Put it on my list, by the way, when you get around to it.
Yeah.
Since you're making the big bucks now. Sleepers. I just gave it to Muff to watch over the weekend, along with the director's cut of Requiem for a Dream, which, unfortunately for him, he went to I'll say it again. I don't know why. You see, you're wrong.
But what?
Oh, and I also want to say thanks to my good friends at Circuit City. I went and bought some crap there last night. That's a great place.
It's all right.
I mean, granted, it's not like teeming with customers, and maybe you might pay a little bit more there than you do at some other places, but you get great service. They're friendly.
I got you your camera
They
there.
got tremendous selection. Whatever you're looking for, they got it. And on the way out, the guy says to me, did you find everything you were looking for? Did you get the good service? I said, great. He says, thanks for coming and have a good night.
Depending on what it is, their prices are as good as Best Buy.
Well, there you go. I'm going to start shopping at Circuit City. They were very nice to me there last night, and and that counts for a lot. Plus, plus they had what I was looking for, all the good merchandise. I was just getting some like cables for redoing my 85 satellite dishes and DVD and all that stuff, and a few other technical things, and some ink cartridges. And they had exactly what I was looking for, and they were very helpful, and what a pleasure, as opposed to walking into certain stores. I don't want to mention Best Buy, which I used to love. No, seriously, Best Buy was great when they first opened.
Right.
And then they got too big for my britches. You know what I mean? In other words, now, you want to get waited on? Well, just go over there and stand by the counter and be a good boy and just don't move. Just stand there, and in about an hour or two, we'll come over with our ladder, and we'll get that thing off the top shelf for you.
Right, if you're lucky.
But I will say that if you're buying DVDs, there's no excuse. All the bellyaching that you were whining about, well, I don't know where to go. There's plenty of DVDs at Circuit City.
Right.
Plenty more at Best Buy, priced very nicely, by the way.
Oh, don't think I don't look there.
DVDs
often.
are very expensive in Toronto for whatever
reason. I used to go once
reason.
a week to Best Buy to look at DVDs.
Well, there you go. But anybody that goes to, I don't want to start ripping Muff because, he's in such a good mood, but don't be going to Blockbuster. I mean, little kids go to Blockbuster. People that want to read that Harry Potter book, they go to Blockbuster. No, you'll like my second poll today. You want to know why?
Why?
In fact, I'm going to give it to you right now.
Give it to me.
Not that.
Oh.
Let's see, which picture? We got the first one up, because I don't want to go back to it. Is Eric got the first poll up, or is he still stuck on another one? We got a lot of stuff. You better start moving them feet, Eric. You got keep up with me today. We got a lot of crap to do here. The second poll, which we'll get up when we're good and ready, when we're done with this other one. Which of these are you the most sick and tired of hearing about? And guess what inspired me for this poll? The first thing on here.
Harry Twatter.
The new Harry Twatter book. I'm glad that little kids are reading books. That's great. It's a wonderful thing. And J.K. Rowling, whatever her name is, they had her on the other day, and I'm ecstatic that she's doing so great.
It's a farce.
What do you mean?
It's a scam. They're not good.
Well, what would I know? You're the one with the kids.
Right. And I'm telling you.
It's not even good.
They're not good.
So in other words, this is like the McDonald's of book reading,
they
of
have
literature.
Fluffy words like sniffer snatch and
yeah.
fiddly widget.
Sniffer snatch.
That's all they got.
Yeah.
That's the appeal.
Isn't that
the
that other
plots
movie that I
good,
bought the other night?
The characters
Sniffer
aren't
Snatch?
good, and there's nothing interesting going on there.
So there you go. So which of these are you the most sick and tired of hearing about? The new Harry Potter book, the Hillary book, Matrix, reality TV shows, the Middle East Roadmap, Scott and Laci Peterson, Weapons of Mass Destruction, the Florida Marlins, golf, or Neil's movie shows? That's a good list.
Wow.
Do I do it? Oh. I do a poll, man. When I handle a poll, man, I handle it with care and love.
So
Believe me. Believe me.
It's
That's
around.
why they come back. I don't understand this fax at all from Andy in Utica. How about mentioning the Forget About It game? You should be able to kill an hour with it. The Forget About It game?
Forget about it. Are you going to play a Monopoly game?
Am I going to play one? Not at my age now? No.
No. All right, then.
Years ago, did I play it? Oh, I see.
It showed up. It's in a box. We see these boxes around here. It's in one of these boxes. I don't want to play it. You don't want to play it?
No.
So, forget about it.
I want to play Forget About It as much as I want to read the Harry Potter book. So that's a real revelation there from George, who knows his literature. He said the Harry Potter book, not only is it overblown, but it sucks. How do you like that? Just like McDonald's. Same thing. See, when the masses start gravitating to something, then you know it probably blows.
Right.
That's the bottom line. That's the key to keep in mind, okay? When the masses start loving it, when the media starts hyping it like crazy, you know what it reminds me of? What the hell is the name of that scooter thing? The
Segway.
The Segway.
That the president fell off of.
This is going to change the way we live our lives. Oh, my God. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is going to change the way that people live. The freaking Segway. It's an invention so sensational that they won't even tell us what it is, what it does, where to stick it. God.
Why walk when you can stand for $5,000?
And move from here to that wall in about half an hour. If you have good balance. I mean, what the hell are they talking about? And there's so many of you out there, man. They snap their fingers, and you're right there all lined up, ready to turn over your hard-earned cash. Don't forget, Sleepers is a damn good movie. It was, what a cast.
Yeah.
Let me see, because I gave it to Muff, so I don't have it in front of me. It had Brad Pitt, Dustin Hoffman, Jason Patrick, Kevin Bacon. Let me do it.
Sorry.
Who else was in it? I think that was about it. And what's her name was in it, too. What's her name?
Oh, yeah.
With her frizzy hair.
Phyllis Diller.
Not Phyllis Diller. You know who I'm talking about. What the hell is her name? You know who I'm talking about. She
Mary
was in
Elizabeth
Drugstore
Mastrantonio.
Cowboy. She was in Drugstore Cowboy.
Laura.
No. You know who the hell was in it. Go run in the other room and get the box from Duff, okay? Beaner Boy, get the goddamn box.
Oh, we won't see him no more.
Oh, that's right. He's he's got to go out and check with a valet parking guy. to try to get his car washed. This is the only punk I've ever known in my life who makes a major project out of getting his car washed. God, is he pathetic. Did you lock him out?
No.
The hell you didn't. Anyway, wait till I get to this piece here. And I don't want to get the Mad Dog upset at me because we get along so great, but there's a thing that I must disagree. Now, just bring it in here real quick, okay? Just bring it in here. Don't make a big project out of this, and then give it back to that man, okay? The guy with the glasses that was laughing his ass off. Who's in this now? Oh, look at the size of that print. What's her name? Minnie Driver.
Oh, that Minnie Driver's a nut.
Minnie Driver.
She's good.
She was good in this. I mean, her role was like not, spectacular. She was kind of like in the background, but she was good. Wasn't Minnie Driver in Drugstore Cowboy, or am I dreaming that?
You're dreaming that.
Yeah, she was.
She was?
She was not? What was the other movie she was in that I just got through seeing?
I don't know. Tarzan
Was
the
Good
Ape
Will
Man.
Hunting? Good Will Hunting, like I said, but you didn't
I
see it
never saw
because
that,
Matt
no.
Damon was in it.
Bad
You
movie.
think he's a fag. It was,
You know what? Matt Damon was in that movie that I can't think of the name of with
Born
Meg Ryan.
Identity.
No.
With who?
That other one. We'll find out. It's a good movie. About the Gulf War.
Oh,
Well, it's
really?
not
The
about
one you were
Gulf War.
hyping before?
Right, and I can't think of the name of it.
I like Matt Damon a lot. But anyway, so many drivers in this, and I mentioned all the other ones in the De Niro, and it's give it back to Duff, because if you hang out with it, he'll never see it again, and neither will I. Excellent movie. How come nobody ever mentioned that before?
We forgot.
What a cast. How can you forget with a cast like that? Yeah, lock him out, schmuck. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We're going to take a look at that hot couples contest. The votes are pouring in on that thing. I mean, just pouring in, and some of them are even real.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Perhaps one of the most interesting words in the English language today is the word Out of all of the English words that begin with the letter F, is the only word that is referred to as the F word. It's the one magical word. Just by its sound can describe pain, pleasure, hate, and love. As most words in the English language, is derived from German, the word frichen, which means to strike. In English, falls into many grammatical categories. As a transitive verb, for instance. John Shirley. Its meaning's not always sexual. It can be used as an adjective, such as, John's doing all the work. As part of an adverb, Shirley talks too much. As an adverb enhancing an adjective, Shirley is beautiful. As a noun, I don't give a As part of a word, abso-fucking-lutely, or incredible. And, as almost every word in a sentence, the fuckers. As you must realize, there aren't too many words with the versatility of as in these examples describing situations such as fraud. I got at the used car lot. Dismay. Oh, it. Trouble. I guess I'm really now. Aggression. Don't with me, buddy. Dismissal. Why don't you go outside and play hide and go yourself? I'm sure you can think of many more examples. Say it loudly and proudly. Fuck you.
Absolutely. 14 till 11 at 560. Poor Beaner Boy. More problems. Somebody in the building, I don't want to mention Timmy by name, but somebody gave him something to put in his computer, and it, screwed you. Screwed your computer all up. So we're going to have a wait for the bedtime stories now. And that damn beautiful declaration thing that I mentioned before, have to wait till he's good and ready, till he can sort out his life. Why do you let these people do these things? Don't you understand the sanctity of this whole operation here, and you're letting people from the outside pollute our website? Diddle with our middle? What's wrong with him?
Where do we start?
You haven't done a very good job explaining to him how important these things are to me and how aggravated I get, especially like when I fax him a whole bunch of stories at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, and about 2 o'clock the next morning they wind up on our website.
I won't do it again.
We already got a lot of votes on this poll, which is amazing to me. 113 votes. Which picture on our website do you like best? Squirrely Mo, 21. Muscle-bound Neil God, 20. Titty pics on the hot couple contest, 19. Mo screws Neil, old swinging Mo, 18. That's a good battle here. I hate all of them, 15. I hate all of them, 15. Mo and Geldy, 12. Mozo the Clown, 4. I would have thought Mozo would have done better than that.
I'd have thought.
Morphing Mozo, that morphs from just plain old... Fruity Clarence and the Beast, 3. And Hairless Toothless Mo, only 1. I thought that was a work of art. The one that preceded Mozo, with the missing hair and the missing teeth.
Sure,
I thought that was
masterful.
And that's
job.
only got 1 vote. Well, that's the first 113, okay? That's we're off to the races till noon with that poll, and then we'll get to this other one. I think there's going to be a lot of people take issue with you on that Harry Potter thing. I could be wrong. I think they're getting really pissed off and fired up about those comments you made. Okay, let me take a peek, and we don't have to dwell on this because you got until Monday morning at 10 o'clock. The Hot Couples Contest, Frank and Liz have buried the competition. They've got a shovel out, and they just dug a big hole, and they're in there with Sheridan and the rats and those bananas. Frank and Liz have got 858 votes. Greg and Stephanie have moved into second. It's very, very tight for second place, which, of course, is important because the really 2 good prizes are 1 and 2. Am I right? Right.
Right.
Greg and Stephanie, 392, and right on their ass, Brian and Natasha, 388. So it's only a 4-vote spread. Speaking of spread, Mary and Shane, 274. It's a long ways to them. Holly and Darren, 271. Mike and Kristen, 250. Ian and Jen, 223. Danny and Michelle, 175. Captain Singh and his wife, 131. Vicky and Mick, 124. Dan and Sherry, 65. Rich and Cheryl, 55. And Jody and Kevin, with that sepia tone, have only 27. Bad photography, right?
Right.
Or maybe they just don't like them. I don't know. But anyway, they only got 27 out of 3,233 votes. Pretty damn impressive since we were delayed a whole day in this and didn't get started till Tuesday morning. Right?
Right.
32-33. So we've already surpassed last contest total. And in that contest, we had Amy and Aaron, I just mentioned in passing, which was no small potatoes. And I'll say it again. I saw your lady on Channel 7 again this morning, and she still looks like a monkey. She did not look good. Huh? She still got a monkey puss. Jackie, what's her name?
Johnson.
Jackie's Johnson? I didn't know she had one. She's okay. I'm not saying she's the ugliest bitch I've ever seen in my life, but she is not. You people out there, you guys are really desperate. I'm telling you. Like George. And that's the reason that you're so foaming at the mouth about Jackie Johnson. You can go to the goddamn Sawgrass Mall right now, the Broward Mall, Dayland, any place. And within 2 minutes, you'll see 15 beautiful, luscious babes who make Jackie Johnson look like the bottom of Clarence's ass. I'm telling you. She's just not that great. I'm not saying she might be a very, very nice person. Huh?
I don't know.
Or not. She may be a bitch. Right. I don't know. Or and I'm not saying she's grotesque, but when you're going to make a fuss about somebody like I did to you about Britney when she was on the cover of Rolling Stone like 2 years ago, and you didn't know her from goddamn Broccoli Spears.
Yeah, you're right.
And you say, holy crap, the old man's right. Look, take a look at that. Take a look at those.
Fussworthy.
Yeah, that's right. Fussworthy. You've heard of Jeff Foxworthy. How about finding somebody who's fussworthy? When I can make a fuss about Tom Brady for crying out loud, that's because he's worth fussing over and with. I'd like to fuss with it. But, huh?
Not that you need to make a fuss.
No. And what about that Enfoque guy, or is that Enrique? Now listen, here's an article, and I don't want to dwell on it because I know nobody cares, but it's just, and the Mad Dog today is doing a show out at Hooters in Pembroke Pines, 2 to 4, Hank 4 to 7 in the studio, then the Marlins and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Oh my God. Pretty embarrassing. 2 teams that have no business being in business. But Mad Dog has got on his show as his guest, and he doesn't do guests. Right? He hates guests, but Dontrell Willis, and I apologize, I had no idea who that was because I don't follow the Marlins. So the other day I said, who the hell is that, a basketball guy? It sounds like a basketball name, doesn't it? Dontrell? You don't have no baseball guys named Dontrell, but you do now. He's the 21-year-old black kid. It's the great Marlins pitcher that pitched the one-hitter Monday night against the Mets. Okay, so here's the deal. Mad Dog's going to be talking with him, I guess. He won't be a guest. He'll just be schmoozing. That'll make it okay. See?
Okay, right.
But there's an article in the Herald this morning in the sports section. It says, and I heard the Mad Dog saying yesterday, this is what inspired me to mention this, that now people have a reason to go out to the ballpark. In other words, they're suggesting once again, and we've been down this road a million times, you know, over and over and over again. Maybe not a million, but
about 30, man.
Yeah, times. First it was going to be Alex Fernandez because of his Hispanic roots, and then it was going to be this one, and then it was going to be that one, and it was going to... And never happened. Never panned out. There weren't 3 extra people in there, except maybe Pharrell was in there with a bunch of skanks that night. But it says TV ratings are way up every time Willis pitches, but he hasn't had any impact on attendance. Monday, when he pitched that one-hitter against the Mets, as you know, the attendance was 10,624. And again, keep in mind, these numbers are bogus. They're inflated. In his previous start at Pro Player Stadium, a 2-0 shutout of the Oakland A's, he drew the smallest crowd in a 6-game stretch, 10,140. 95-year-old manager Jack McKeon says he's getting some national attention. The TV ratings are starting to go up, but he hasn't had a big crowd here. Saturday night, by the way, he'll be pitching here against the Devil Rays. There's one good reason to go out there and see it, but they won't. I don't think. Will they?
No.
and George don't even know what I'm talking about, but he knows the answer, see? You don't have to know the question, but if you know the right answer, that's what counts, like on a quiz show. And the answer is?
No.
Right, that's the correct answer. It's so, you know, all you people that want to keep trying, oh, it's going to be great. They're going to be coming out there. They're going to be standing on line. Yeah, it's going to be like the line that Pharrell had here yesterday, or 2 days ago. 5. That Miguel, boy, talk about an emotional spick, man. Comes rushing in. Oh, they're lining up. There's a line out here. And I envision, I don't know about you, but I envision there's like a whole, because, you know,
right.
how many times have I been involved in these radio things where they invite people to come down, like it's Zeta.
Sure.
You know, actually it was before it was Zeta. It was I-95.
Mm-hmm.
And they got into a whole big scene with that. Pharrell would have loved that because they invited kids to come down in their underwear, and they were giving away tickets for a concert. You know, it was like
kids.
Some nighttime show. Yeah, teenagers,
8,
you know.
9-year-old.
No, not little kids. Not little kids. Punks. Teenage kids. You know, come down in your underwear. We got tickets for some bogus concert. And they did. They showed up in their underwear, and then, of course, somebody called the cops, and the cops came into the building, and it was like a whole big scene, and the song at the end. And it was great. And they got about $50 million worth of publicity from it. But there were a number of people in the building. Was unbelievable because I was over the other end of the building on I&Z at that time doing nights. Now, did I go and take a peek? Not me. Well,
of course not. Periscope.
Yes, I did. but I mean, there were like a zillion kids in there. Okay, there were a lot of people. But here there was like 5 people lined up, and Miguel acted like, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it."
Well, we have to magnify.
Yeah.
All the results, like with the polls.
Kind of like Mo's ratings. We have to multiply times 3 and add a couple extra points and then goose it up a little bit and then check the hairpiece. Oh, speaking of hairpiece, you should have taped when he wasn't looking. You should have taped the Beast this morning talking about that bogus dream he claimed. Claimed he had a dream. He ran into Mo out in the parking lot, had a big verbal brawl with him, yanked the wig off his head, ran over to Kentucky Fried, and Mo chased him over to Kentucky Fried. I mean, what kind of crap was he sucking on at the ball game the other night, the Beast? Huh? He must have been sucking on some illegal jungle juice or something because he was just crazy as a bedbug, more so than usual. Because I walked in the middle of it and I thought, what happened that I missed? A dream. He had a dream. I think what got him emotional is when we started showing those pictures of him and Clarence and that lip lock. Oh my God. And wait till you people see that new one. Now, have you got this thing going or not?
No.
What is he saying?
Half and half. That means no.
See, this is another good reason for me not to be here. I mean, the fact that I have to watch this, that I have to be a spectator to this grotesque episode again. Day after day after day. I lost my keys. My valet key doesn't work. Timmy stuck something in my slot, and now it's all screwed up. Well, just on and on. And the best part of it is he doesn't care because he got laid last night.
And paid today.
Paid today, laid last night. A man who's got his priorities in order.
This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Roger's got.
Oh, you'll never catch me!
Absolutely.
Well, we've searched so long with Dizzy. If he's alive, where is he? It's driving us insane. Wearing camouflage and khaki, that's one hard to catch Iraqi. Where the hell's Saddam Hussein? Is he on a major bender, or did he change his gender at a hospital in Spain? Or maybe he did it in China, swapped his hose for a vagina. Where the hell's Saddam Hussein? Well, I might be a chick and living right next door. Wouldn't that thought really kind of make you sick? Sniffed off my wick, I'm kind of sore. He's elusive, sly and cunning. The dictator keeps running without his candy cane. He still looks hairy and burly, but his voice is kinda girly. Where the hell's Saddam Hussein?
Well, I like the ending on that. That's a beautiful thing. This is disgusting. What would Ken think? It says the mother of a gay teen from Queens is suing the city, saying the girl was humiliated and harassed after wearing a Barbie is a lesbian t-shirt to school. In the suit filed yesterday in Manhattan Federal Court, Kathleen Hodges accused the city and officials at Middle School 210 in Ozone Park of failing to protect her daughter Natalie Young, now 14. The lawsuit, which seeks unspecified damages, says that Natalie's right to free speech was violated when she was sent home last year and warned she'd be suspended if she wore the t-shirt to school again. I was trying to be funny, she told the Daily News. I wore the shirt to many other places, and people always saw humor in it. But it was no joke to teacher John Mason, who called the shirt inappropriate and ridiculed Natalie in front of her classmates April 10th of last year, according to the lawsuit. Natalie was then escorted out of class, brought to acting principal John Callery's office, where she was held for 3 hours before being sent home for the rest of the day. She was removed and detained solely on the basis of an arbitrary and bigoted view of a team of school administrators, said attorney Ronald Kuby, who's representing Natalie. The lawsuit also charges that Natalie was once ordered to remove rainbow-colored beads from her hair and was told by a school counselor it was not normal for her to ask girls out. Like on dates.
Okay.
Well, why not? If she's a dyke, who's she supposed to ask out? Like a monkey?
The PE teacher.
Oh. Probably, I would think so. In fact, probably just about any teacher of the female persuasion. Okay, we got a couple of promos. Miguel is crawling around on the floor in there, which I don't want to tell you the details, but there's some, Beaner Boy, same difference. Different body. Same mentality, different body. Oh, by the way, Miguel, I always liked him. Guess what he told me? Jackie Johnson, he agrees with me. Very, very overrated. And here's another fact. See, you thought, and I thought I didn't even say that on the air because, they're going to say, there's that old fag again. He don't know. Here's another fact. It says you are absolutely correct.
Absolutely.
About Jackie Johnson. She is out of proportion, average face, and she likes. Joe Rose has the scoop on her. Ask him. I can't say dark meat on the air.
No, I'll ask him. No.
Ask Joe Rose.
Sure.
He'll tell you.
Absolutely.
So there you go with all your Jackie Johnson fantasies. Like I said, if you're going to get emotional about somebody, if somebody is fussable, then they better look pretty damn good if you're going to make a fuss.
I'm going to the mall.
You know what I'm saying is true?
No, absolutely. But nobody at the mall is doing the weather.
In addition to which, there's is she blonde? Because I don't watch the local news that much. It's depressing. And then that Jackie Nesbrow, man. And like I said, lose some weight, Jackie, okay? You're starting to really put some moves on there. Some heavy-duty moves, as in big fat ones. She's grotesque, Jackie Nesbrow. And she's one of your people. But there's a blonde news anchor lady on one of the local channels. I can't think of what her name is. She looks like Marilyn Monroe compared to Jackie Johnson. You know who I'm talking about? What is her name? Is she on 6? 4 or 6? Who's the hot blonde that does the news, Miguel, on Channel 4 or 6? See, he don't know. He don't watch that. He's watching Channel 53, 51.
69.
He's watching 69. No, he's watching Channel 7? Yeah, that figures. No, don't you know who I'm talking about? I mean, really a knockout. She's beautiful, and everybody, Jackie Johnson. Just like the Rascal House, okay? I'm embarrassed for you. By the way, did Geldy give the guy the $10 back at the mobile place? Anybody know?
We never heard anything.
I didn't hear any more
about
report
it.
on. I bet you didn't do it. You didn't do it. You cheap little Jew bastard, you. I can't believe that this guy conned some poor schmuck, some illegal alien up the street there out of $10 at mobile, and he knew he gave him too much change. He probably just kind of let it ride, and they'll forget about it. Although maybe he did do it early in the show. You think?
No.
Join Mark of the Joe and Mark show tonight. He's going to be there all by himself. Mark Eisenberg. Who wants to see him? Oh, and Miguel will be there too. Well, that makes up for it. 6 to 8 at the South Florida Fairgrounds at 9067 Southern Boulevard in West Palm Beach for the Maruni used car sales event. Stop by to win Marlin tickets and other prizes as well. And because they're paying a relatively low fee, the Beast will be out tomorrow afternoon from noon till 2 at the grand opening of West Marine, because they can't afford any of our big-time celebrities like Beaner Boy. So the Beast is going to be there, and it's at 2 o'clock, and they're 2300 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. Stop by to win our usual very low-budget prizes. Enjoy free food from Atlantic City Sub. Good stuff. That's at the grand opening of West Marine, 2300 South Federal in Fort Lauderdale, 2 tomorrow to see the Beast. Take a peek at him, man. Ask him about that wedding date with him and Clarence. I can't wait for that. I will come back for that special.
Will you bring a gift?
No, but I will be the best man.
Oh.
In fact, I might be the only man in that trio. Here's one that says, kudos to Beaner Boy. How you doing with that computer, by the way? Has you got it straightened out?
It's working very slowly.
It's working, but slowly. Okay, he's making a little bit of progress. Okay, don't get pushy, all you bastards out there that want to see those really great bedtime stories, including the one about where they're smoking pot downtown in front of the police station in Toronto now and blowing the smoke in the cop's face. That's a great story. We've got a lot of really good stories on there. Maybe if you live long enough, he'll actually get them on the website. Anyway, it says, kudos to Beaner Boy on recommending The Way of the Gun. It was on IFC last night, and I have it in my Toronto place. Haven't watched it yet. It says the movie is outstanding. How do you like that?
I missed it.
Have a safe trip, yada, yada, yada. George, you rock. Have a good weekend. Well, this is a great fact. How do you like that? Somebody that's happy, not trying to bring us down because they know we're in a really good mood, and everybody here at QM is just kicking ass, including each other's.
Well, that pisses me off.
What's that?
Nice facts like that.
Oh.
I don't know how to handle that.
Screw you guys, okay? Which picture on our website do you like the best? Muscle-bound Neil God 40. We got 199 votes in about 10 seconds. Squirrely Mo 36. The titty pics on the hot couple contest 32. I thought that what's-her-name had some nice melons. What was her name?
Mary?
Mary had
And a nice smile.
Yeah.
She's grinning.
Well, actually, her hooters are grinning actually in that picture. Didn't I say that yesterday? Her hooters are smiling. Titty pics in the hot couple contest 32. I hate all of them 32. Mo screws Neil swinging Mo 25. Mo and Geldy 20. Mozo the clown only 8. Fruity Clarence and the Beast only 5. See, I guess that's an inside thing. They don't know these people the way we know them.
That's a good point.
And hairless, toothless Mo only 1. Boca Brian's going to be crushed after all the work he did in that picture, which was the predecessor to Mozo the clown. He's going to be crushed on that. So at noon, we'll take this thing down, then we'll put up the important poll about what are you sick and tired of. And if you want to argue with George about Harry Potter, go ahead. You will get some flack, which is good. That's excellent.
Before, but
you can talk about that all summer long. You can tell these people they're full of crap. And I do know what you mean about those ridiculous words, because when they did this piece with J.K. Rowling, they were like quoting about the super, fantastilicious, all these bizarre.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. That's all it's there.
Bunch of fluff. WQAM. Nobody there. See, if you just keep ringing it, we'll get to you eventually, a couple of hours. WQAM.
Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good, sir.
I just called to say love you, baby.
Yeah? Okay, good one. There's a call for you. He's ringing it and ringing it and ringing it. Love you, baby. Right?
Absolutely.
567-0560. Boy, you talk about love. And like I said, I don't expect any real calls today because I realize that they're all gone now. This must be, and of course, isn't the first day of summer like this weekend? 21st? Right. So it's summertime. Let me put it to this way, and I don't want anybody to feel bad, but if you're in town right now, it's because you have no choice. You're on the verge of getting out. I just raised my hand way up in the air. You can't afford to get out of here.
Right.
Or you must be, like I said, you got no choice for work, for something. Something is keeping you here.
Economic hostages.
You're in the, you're like Jose Canseco, you're under house arrest. You're infirm like Fat Boy. And, just can't get out of the house.
Hiya, Pally!
Even with a goddamn crane through the roof, they can't get you out. But other than that, there's nobody here. Trust me. WQAM.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
God.
Speaking.
Neil, I think Jackie Johnson pulls a Jekyll and Hyde. In the morning, she's Jackie Johnson, and then in the evening, she's Greta Van Susteren. Love you, Neil.
Okay. You see, I thought I would get so much crap on this because I was the one that dared to say, and who the hell am I? I'm supposed to know great-looking guys. I'm telling you, man, if I see something good, if I ever told you about a really hot-looking chick and you said, oh, she's grotesque, ever?
Trying to think, no.
No. But you see, and of course, I'm not trying to get them. So I can afford to be really picky. Follow what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
But I'm really picky with guys, too, and you'd be amazed. Like I said,
you are picky.
Huh?
You are picky.
Yes!
Although Matt Damon.
Matt Damon is hot. Okay, I don't care what you say. See, even Beaner Boys, not, you know. And, of course, we know that he got laid 4 times with a female last night, Beaner Boy. We think. I'm telling you. And you know who did it? You know who gave him the inspiration? It's Pharrell. Scott. Nice going, Scott. Scott's going to get everybody more action when he's around. I'm serious. It's just, he exudes that kind of thing, you know? He just exudes horniness and everybody just running out and grabbing all kinds of crap. And getting all kinds of diseases, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not what I had in mind. Not monkey. No? It's called monkey around pox. That's what it's called. Too much monkey business pox, like Don Corleone said. So anyway, Beaner Boy's working on it, and they're in their computer, too. Duff was right. This has been a great week. I could sit here and lie and say, oh, boy, it was really horrible being here. And the weather has sucked, and it poured like crazy on the way home yesterday. It was like the end of the world, but I'm so used to it, you know? When I leave here, I know it's going to be like the Johnstown flood. It's going to be the end of the world every day. Every goddamn day. But in spite of all of that, it's been a really great week. But let's not push our luck, you know what I mean? Let's not try to carry a good thing too far. So we decided that Harry Potter sucks and Jackie Johnson sucks too.
So, says Joe
Rose.
Right.
Is that what Joe Rose said?
Absolutely.
No, that's not what he said at all. See, there you go again. He was saying something about he met her at, they work at Channels, oh, that's right, they don't work in the same, well, maybe they had like a whole, trying to get out of it.
They went to KFC together.
They went to Thanksgiving dinner and she liked the dark meat and he ate the
breasts.
Right. The leg. Hey, speaking of that, what a great segue. If you're on the Atkins diet, and I think turkey bone could be on the Atkins diet or any other kind of bone. Atkins diet or any other low-carb, sugar-free diet, you need to know that Delights of West Boca is a store you're going to fall in love with because it's the world's #1 low-carb store. With over 900 low-carb and sugar-free products, Delights introduces new ones every month, and this month, no exception. At Delights, try the new low-carb instant cup of soup. Just add water and microwave. It's a great low-carb meal in a cup. 4 delicious flavors. Check out the new Simply Low-Carb muffins for a quick breakfast or your own individual-sized cheesecake. Also, the almond snack cakes, blondies in 6 different flavors. The At Last brand, chocolate crisp and chocolate mint bars. And the great news is, no maltitol, baby. Thank God. They got a brand new kind of sweetener that doesn't have that laxative effect that my mommy would be so excited with. They have Carborite ready-to-drink chocolate and vanilla shakes. It's a low-carb meal in a can. Judy's low-carb peanut brittle oh. Do you hear that?
No.
Judy's low-carb peanut brittle. Great taste, low in carbs. Maybe next time I'm here. And the list goes on. They got low-carb hot cocoa, apple cider, blondies and brownies, and a great selection of low-carb pastas, sauces, dressings, chips, chocolates, and their famous Carbolite ice cream, too. You can try it before you buy it at Delights. They're open every day, 10 to 10. You'll find them on the northeast corner of Glades and 441, right next to Boston Market and prestigious Boca, where Pharrell and Mo live. Call them toll-free, 1-877-LOW-CARB, or shop them on the web at lowcarb.com. That's Delights of West Boca, and don't forget, it's your official Atkins retail center.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Friday, you bastards.
Sensuous. Seductive. Sexy. And a little musky, stinky, and smelly. Genitalia, the French fragrance for men and women that will leave you saying, I think I've smelled this before.
It's 11:16. Don't we always say that when Screw-Ann comes in here?
Uh-huh.
We smelt that before, and hope that we never smelt it again. Here's another fact that says, hold on to your seat, Jackie Johnson is extremely overrated, underlined several times. 2 TV hotties are Lisa Petrillo and Glenna Milberg. Is one of those the blonde I'm thinking about?
No idea.
See, I don't know the names because the news here on TV is so bad. I enjoy CFTO in Toronto so much. Of course, it's a much bigger market. But I mean, like professional news people, you know? Like a real newscast. As opposed to down here where it's like, grab ass. I mean, I'll tell you, I tried watching 6 because we do like Joe Rose, especially after last Saturday's performance when he bitched out Mo. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But, what's her name? Jennifer Sloppy Valapi?
Yeah.
I can't deal with her. I can't stand her. She's got an ego bigger than the whole town. I did one time say something nice about that travel series she did on Travel Channel when they were schlepping her all through Italy. That was a good series. And then she sent me kind of like a very formal, stiff, thank you for the nice comments and stick it up your ass. You remember that? She thinks her stuff don't stink. Her and Tony Cigaretto. And of course, could you take him seriously? It's like when they made Cambrell, remember on Channel 4,
right,
which used to be 6, they made Cambrell Martian, a news guy? I mean, is there anybody would take him seriously?
No.
Much less, I'm just talking as a human being, much less the news.
No.
Cambrell, a nice guy, but give me a break. And that's the big thing in this town. First you're a sports dude, then you're a news guy. Yeah, Tony Cigaretto, silly Tony, you know? And the problem is because these people schmooze with everybody in the business, and they have all of these, you know, like Hank and Mad Dog and Jimmy Syphilis and all of these guys in Cigaretto. There are all of these football shows, you know, on 4 and 6 and 10, and they're like, it's like a little fraternity. So they dasn't say nothing negative about each other. Follow what I'm saying? But I have no axe to grind one way or the other. So I will just tell you right now, I can't stand Channel 6 News. I think it blows. It blows. Channel 7 News, we know, blows big time. Channel 4 isn't even, I wouldn't even dignify by calling it a newscast. Now that they brought cackling Angela Ray back from New York. Don't play that, please.
I'm not.
It makes me nauseous.
Absolutely.
So what does that leave you? It leaves you Channel 10. I don't want to see a guy that I know is eating ass. You know, I don't want to see that. It's bad enough I have to see George in here all the time because we know he's eating ass, but at least I'm not here most of the time. But I'm sure not going to watch Dwight in Lauderdale. Since he shaved the mustache off, he looks about 20 years older, and he looks like Step and Fetch It. He's ridiculous. You don't think? He's ridiculous looking.
I haven't seen it in such a long time.
And don't give me a song and dance about me talking about how other people look, that crap again, because I'm not on television. I have a face and a body for radio. I know my place. Yeah. I belong on radio, not on television. Who the hell would want to look at my puss? God, what a thought.
So why'd you put it up on the bulletin board then?
What's that?
Your puss.
Because a lot of people are interested, especially now that Pharrell said I had the most beautiful one in history.
It's red.
Oh, and guess who we got a fax from who's having lunch with Fat Boy? I don't want to say who it was.
I see it. I see it from here.
Okay. I don't want to mention who it is.
Mm-hmm.
See, it wasn't just Condoleezza we're going to do like that. We're just going to do a lot of stuff like pretty soon.
New
like,
format.
you know that Jackie Johnson, she likes according to Joe Rose.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Joe said, right?
Absolutely.
5670560. So we got Jackie Johnson going here today, and we also got Perry's Potter. Where's that damn thing? I got all my bedtime stories screwed up here. Oh, you know, I do want to do this, please. This gives us a little bit of hope. Senate panel, and this will be on our website if we got that straightened out. Is it going like full force now? No? Not full force. Menza?
It's going
slowly but surely. We'll get him on there when he's good and ready. Unless he gets a chance to get late again before noon. Like maybe if Clarence comes in here and drops him. Senate panel passes bill to overrule FCC media ownership rules. A Senate panel voted yesterday to overturn a decision by FCC that would loosen restrictions on U.S. media ownership. The Senate Commerce Committee decision now goes before the full Senate, but it is not clear if there are enough votes to pass the bill in either the Senate or the House. However, several Republicans have joined with Democrats in opposing the new FCC rules, which do not need congressional approval but can be effectively vetoed by Congress. That's the good news. We got our fingers and legs crossed. And they know the details. It's on our website, the whole story. I just thought I would mention that, a little bit of good news, a little bit of hope maybe. That goddamn Colin Powell Jr. there, Michael Powell, the chairman of the FCC, and all these other two Republican Nazis aren't going to just hand the keys to the kingdom over to Lowry Mason and a Clear Channel. Greg Reed was just in here, by the way. First time I've seen Greg in a long time, and he said...
Greg hates you.
Yeah. Mentioned something about you again. No, actually, he seemed to be in a pretty good mood. He's real happy. He loves Pharrell, man. He's got blow-up dolls. He's got the whole deal. He loves Pharrell, and rightfully so. I mean, you know, you watch Greg stumble and fumble and bumble along and screw up all sorts of things, and then finally, it's like my old axiom there, if you throw enough crap up in the air, some of it will come back and hit the ground. It'll stick. And I think this stuck so far. And, of course...
It's sticky.
It is
like
very sticky on the Pharrell show. That's what they said at the ballpark, too. A lot of rumors about that. Oh, and I should have mentioned that earlier. All that hysteria that was going on in here yesterday, and Beaner Boy starting all these rumors, oh, this better not get on the air. There was no big deal there. Pharrell is throwing the first pitch out at the game on Sunday, the Devil Ray game. They're not pissed off at him. There were a couple of bimbos in there, a couple of those skanky broads, which I better not say that because that's his sponsor. But, yeah, a couple of them. Well, he talked about it with the, the banana bruise on her ass. But, and I guess they were doing a few things a little bit over the line, if you catch my drift. A little over the edge.
The baseline?
Yeah, over the baseline. In fact, that picture you were talking about before, I think maybe they were like kind of flashing that to the crowd. And they said, well, there's a whole bunch of kids in here, and we don't want them to get the wrong impression of what that thing's really like. So we better not let them take a look at that no mo. And they dragged their ass out of there. But other than that, a great time was had by all. Duff, even Duff was in it. You know how panicky he gets. I mean, he's a nervous Nelly, literally. But he went in after the show yesterday. He said, the Marlins weren't unhappy. Everybody's, it's great. It was a major happening there at the ballpark. I mean, when a guy can bring in an extra 200-300 people, and there's only 10,000 or 11,000 in the ballpark, keep in mind, it was 11,000 on Wednesday, but that's inflated because it wasn't a TV game. So there was bound to be extra people because it was not on TV, as opposed to if it's on TV, you get it for free. Like no matter who's pitching, whether it's a Don Trell or whoever the hell it is. Chantel. So we just took a survey and we decided Jackie Johnson's like a shadow of what everybody claims on this station. All the sports nerds, see, I guess they feel compelled. I'd like to find out off the air what they really think about Jackie Johnson. You know?
Okay.
No, seriously.
We'll take a survey.
Leave it to me, because I have nothing to lose in that category. I can go on here and say, hey, I think she's marginal. I mean,
right.
And again, I'm not talking personal, sweetheart. You may be a very, very nice lady. You may be just a sweetheart. I don't know. And I really don't care, quite frankly. But that's not what we're talking about. The fact is she's been built up to be this, wow, oh, man, really hot piece. And I got news for you. If I were of that persuasion, I wouldn't be all that excited about her.
Okay.
There are bigger fish to
Oh, no, there are.
Bigger and better and hotter fish in the
better
kettle.
asses. I still like her.
Okay, I'm not trying to dissuade you, okay, because I know you're on tough times. WQAM, not nobody there. WQAM, hello.
Oh, Neil?
Harry Potter, Jackie Johnson line, hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I happen to be listening between, Joe's show 9 and noon on last Saturday.
Yes.
And he, besides the whole Mo Howard thing, he brought up the fact, and I'm trying to think of her name, Alicia Lane, who does the weekend anchoring for Channel 6.
Yeah.
And she's I think that's her name. And that he gets a lot of jocks coming in there and saying, hey, who the hell is she? And he thought that she was a lot hotter than Jackie Johnson. So,
all right, let's hear it for Joe. I always like Joe Rogan.
He's got a big heart on.
And his producer didn't even seem to know. I think I know who he's talking about because I watch Channel 6 News, but she's kind of new on the scene. And
well, let me ask you, do you like Jennifer Volpe?
I find her a little. You don't make a joke out of it. I find her a little stiff in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And
a little wooden.
My girlfriend likes to watch Channel 6 News. And I'm not a big fan of the Tonys, but
oh, she likes Tony Segreto?
He's got a big heart on.
No, she doesn't like Tony. She likes the women on the station.
Okay, well, listen, pal, say hi to Jackie Johnson. See you around.
Bye.
Okay, so you see, this is great. You could knock me off the chair with a feather. I just you got one? I cannot believe. Oh, okay.
Feather duster.
I could fall on the floor, but with my luck, I'd probably break my leg. And I don't want to do that just before I'm getting out of here. There he goes. There goes the old man. But I'm so ecstatic, the fact that I'm not the only one. Now, maybe, you know how it is. It's a suckathon. I say something and right away, all the people will agree with me.
You could say Jen Reno was hot, and they'd all agree with you.
Well, she's probably hanging out with Sister Jean. Boy, can you imagine
She'd agree with you.
You imagine where they're sticking that thermometer?
Oh.
Well, you said she's hot. I want to know, maybe she's got a fever, Maybe she's got fever in the morning and is doing moaning at night.
Oh, and I just
or however that goes.
On the bulletin board, too.
Oh! Anybody out there, any of you hot guys want to do Janet Reno?
No.
Come on. Be a good sport. That's bad. I bet you she'd stay still long enough for you'd like to get a hold of something. Huh? Oh, God. Like I said, I think Jackie Johnson's looking better by the minute.
This
26
nice, sound.
26. Don't be puking in the wastebasket, Disney. Oh, that's right. It's the wrong Disney. We're going to have to call your buddy
Eisner
and turn you in. Anyway, let me tell you about a great place to shop, Dial-A-Mattress. You don't go there. You don't go anywhere. You sit in your home, you pick up the phone, you call 1-800-MATTRESS. That's all it takes. The easiest piece of great shopping you'll ever do, and it is great because they save you a ton of money. They've got whatever you're looking for exactly in stock, ready for immediate delivery when it comes to a great name brand mattress. If the old mattress is lumpy and bumpy, you're waking up in the morning with a bad back, do yourself a big favor because very few things in the world make a bigger difference in how you feel than getting a good night's sleep. Get yourself a mattress that'll guarantee you a super night's sleep for years to come from our good paisans at Dial-A-Mattress. They're the best in the world. They have them all. They got Sealy, Inserta, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, and don't forget, exactly the mattress you want and order is the one that they're going going to deliver. No bait and swish, no house brands, no BS, no crap. And they have high-end mattresses, too. They got Sealy's Crown Jewel. And they've got the top models from every brand, all at everyday unbeatable low prices, too. Just call 1-800-MATTRES, and I guarantee you, you'll never buy a mattress any other way again any time in your life. And when you call, be sure and ask about their comfort exchange policy. If you're not completely satisfied, they'll exchange it for you with no questions asked. Plus, they give you a free setup, free removal, and you even get to choose the date and time for delivery any 2-hour window that's convenient for you that fits your schedule. Nobody else in the world does things like this. I've been sleeping on a mattress from these folks for years, and they're unbeatable. Dial a mattress, call them right now. You'll be sleeping in comfort all weekend and for years to come. 1-800-MATTRESS. That's 1-800-MATTRES, or check them out on that wicked World Wide Web at mattress.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Eisner?
Darn it, I told you, don't bother me while I'm in here.
Eisner!
Hello?
It's Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Mr. Mouse, good morning. How are you?
What the hell are you doing to me?
Nothing, sir.
You're freaking killing me.
No, I'm not.
I got David Kelly calling me every 3 minutes. Why did we move the practice?
Sir, you told me to move the practice.
I didn't tell you any. You must have misunderstood me.
No, sir, you said move the practice to Monday.
Hey, listen, butt wipe. I'm the boss. I make the decisions. You take the heat.
Right.
You move the practice.
Okay.
How we doing with it anyway?
Oh, my.
Hold on.
Right.
Remus.
Yeah, boss.
Shut the hell up. I'm on the phone, Remus. Eisner.
Yes, sir. What was your question?
I'm telling you, I'm going crazy over here. Between David Kelly and now Michael Jackson calling me every 3 minutes, I'm going to go out of my freaking mind. Hold on. Remus!
Get here, boss.
Stop it, Remus!
I'm sawing the floor, boss.
Stop sawing the floor, Remus! Remus! What's this in my hand, Remus?
That's your penis, boss.
My other hand, Remus.
Oh, that's the phone, boss.
Right. I can't hear anything, Remus. Stop sawing the floor.
Sorry.
Eisner.
Sir, the moves are working out very well. The practice is fourth in its time slot and moving
Fourth
up.
in its time slot? Christ, are we even beating the WB?
Barely.
Oh, my God.
And the Michael Jackson thing was a rating success.
Of course. Hold on a second. Remus. What the hell are you doing with a harmonica, Remus?
Play a little song for you.
Don't play it, Remus. I'll jam that thing down your throat. And get that bluebird away from me.
Oh, come on, Bluebird.
I'm allergic. Eisner.
Sir, over 25 million people saw
Shut up, Eisner. Listen.
Yeah.
You see me, what I'm doing here?
Sir, you're on the phone.
I know I'm on the phone. Do you see what I'm doing? Use your imagination for crying out loud. I'm moving my hands up and down, side to side. I'm the puppet master. I say it, you do it. Now Fox is going to air all the stuff that you cut out of the Michael Jackson interview.
But sir, you told me to edit out all that stuff to make him look like a freak.
Puppet master, me. Idiot. Oh. Remus!
Yeah, boss.
What the hell are you doing now?
Fixing the floor, boss.
There's nothing wrong with the floor, Remus. What's this in my ear?
That's your penis, boss.
My other ear, Remus.
Oh, that's the phone, boss.
That's the phone, Remus. Get out.
Come on, Bluebird.
Get out. Eisner?
Yes, sir.
Killing me. Killing me.
I'm sorry, sir.
Killing me.
Sorry.
Killing me softly.
It's 11:34, 560. Speaking of that's my penis. Wow, wait till they see these new pictures. All this other stuff you're voting on right now, small potatoes. I mean, literally. Small taters. Woo! Man, that picture, now that's going to be on one of our, remember that song, My Back Pages by the Byrds? That's when it's going to be on our back pages. Because we don't want no little ones seeing stuff like that. And when I say little ones, I don't mean necessarily children.
They might have to turn a few pages to that one.
Sure turned my head real fast. Anyway, we're asking which picture on our website you like the best. We'll keep this up till noon, by the way. Did you tell that to Eric? Because we got that other poll. Very important about Harry Potter sucks. Oh, you know what else? I think let's add one more since, I think I got inspired from all the Jackie Johnson talk. Which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing about? How hot Jackie Johnson is. Huh?
Okay.
How hot Jackie Johnson, and we'll put Channel 6 and 7 in parentheses, Channel 7, how hot Jackie Johnson is. They'll get votes. Anyway, here's a whole bunch of faxes. You're not going to like this one from Rob, whatever his name is. Neil and Bob. Says, Rodriguez is a copycat, can't come up with his own material. Oh, yeah, in fact, when he started ripping off my eating ass shows, I really got upset.
Yeah.
It says, no need to worry about George this summer. He's become your complete understudy. One, there'll be a poll every day like yours. Yeah, there'll be a poll every day because that's part of our show, asshole.
Aren't I supposed to? Didn't I get ripped for not doing it once?
2, he hates his mother like you. Well, guess what? He hated her a lot before he even met me.
Right.
3, he's perfected the silent response effect used between phrases. So in other words, even when you don't say anything, they're not happy.
I see.
4, now he has a deep sigh, exactly like yours. Make him stop sighing. Stop sighing! When he laughs, ha ha ha, here's a complete ripoff of your trailing off moan. My trailing off moan? Whoa! Oh, not that one.
Oh.
Tell us the truth, really. It's your son. Rest assured, he copies you to a T. I'll probably listen anyway since I have no life. There you go. One of your loyal listeners, George.
Right. I'm sure they'd match that.
Oh, now this is a really good fax from Yvonne. This is something constructive and useful. Although I'll get to that. Here's one. It says, just like on most topics, with the exception of being some of your musical taste, you are absolutely correct about Jackie Johnson being mediocre at best.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Big boobs alone don't make you hot. If that were true, Ron Jeremy would be hot. Yeah, he's got hooters like a cow. George once again proves he's a horny pseudo-intellectual spick who would not only hop on anything breathing, but just has crappy taste in general. Regards, Mike the Pollock. Mike the Pollock says your taste blows. He says you jump on it real fast. The bandwagon. And Jackie. So anyway, Joe Rose says she's... here's Yvonne. What happened? I can't hear anything.
This computer's making farting sounds.
The computer's farting?
It's broken.
It's broken? See, this is another thing. Why do I have to be here to see this? This is not good for my mental health. Why do I need to be here to see this? What just happened to it? What is he saying? I can't hear.
Easy CD Creator blew up his computer.
Who did?
Easy CD Creator.
Blew up his computer. What do you mean it blew it up? So we don't have our bedtime stories on there? Are we going to get those stories on there or not? You know, this is not... He's stretching it a little bit too far, just like that picture you just saw. He's stretching it a little bit too far. Yeah, come up to my Adam's apple. We need to get the bedtime stories on there, mister. Anyway, Yvonne says, can we put like a curtain over this half of the window so I don't have to see his gyrations and all this crap going on over there? I can't deal with it. I'm too old for that. I can't cope with it. When I was like 5, I was too old for it. I can't stand it. Out of control. Every moment of his life is another problem. You know? Every millisecond is another major problem, another crisis. Either happening, impending, or thinking about. Conjuring one up. Yvonne says, Dear Neil, I heard you talking about Cologne, Germany again today. I recommend Hamburg, Germany. My husband and I go every year for about 6 weeks, and we love it. Never been there. Hamburg. It's a very sophisticated town with many beautiful people, lots of things to do. By the way, everybody should go to Europe at least once a year to see how real people live. Don't you agree?
Absolutely correct, sir.
Yvonne. Oh, no, see, I didn't hit it. Absolutely correct, Yvonne. Thanks for the tip on Hamburg. Oh, my God. Here's another article. Lengthy article with teeny, tiny print that I couldn't read with the Mount Palomar telescope. DC 9/11 spins tale of president on tragic day. Wow. And it goes, thank God the print is so big. Can't read a word of it. 5670560. It's our poll question for On the Air today. Who do you like better, Harry Potter or Jackie Johnson? What?
Oh.
I see a lot of similarities. You said bogus. I think I think the word applies in each case.
I think they're real.
I think
that's not
could be
true.
the same person.
I don't think that at all.
WQAM.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is this Neil Rogers?
Speaking.
Yes, can I respond to the poll?
Can you respond to what?
The poll that you did just now between Jackie Johnson and Harry Potter?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Jackie Johnson's hot, and so is Susan Weiss.
Yeah.
You ever see Susan Weiss?
What does that have to do with Harry Potter?
Yeah, I vote for Jackie Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever see Susan Wise on TV before?
No, I have no idea who that is.
She's on Light FM, the radio station.
She's on Light FM?
Yeah, that hot chick in the morning.
Well, how the hell do you see her?
She's on NBC6 in the afternoons with Greg Vidal and...
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw the promo for Greg Vidal. I wanted to go out and blow my brains out. Thanks for reminding me about that. Thank you, even though you're a very boring guy. Seriously, I mean, not everybody can be exciting. He happened to be a boring guy. That's just his voice. Or maybe he just has no personality. But have you seen those promos with Greg Vidal? Oh, are you lucky? No wonder you're smiling. And by the way, Greg, I don't want to get you bummed out or anything, but everybody still hates you. I'm not talking about Greg Reed necessarily, although you know how Greg feels.
Greg hates you.
But Greg Vidal, everybody still hates you, Greg. I mean, don't take it to heart unless you want to, unless it ruins your day. But the people in this town just can't believe that, like a bad penny, you keep turning up again and again and again and coming back. Just when we thought we got rid of you, you went back to Chicago to seek your fame and fortune. You went and worked for the Country Kitchen or whatever that was. And then you keep coming back in the media again and just spoiling our day every time we see you on there. Because every time I see his puss on there, I start thinking about neurotic people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Gregory Benjamin Bedell, a guy that just refuses to go away. Go away, Greg. Go away.
No.
How's your computer coming? You got it under control, or what are you doing? Who was that?
The declaration guy.
And, well, so in other words, you're actually going to get it on there? I thought you just said your computer blew up.
It did.
So how are you going to get it on there?
Magic.
Okay. Oh, magic. You mean Ricky Ticky's going to come over here and, lift his cap, and all of a sudden, all sorts of things come crawling out. Can you imagine what's under that thing?
No.
My good friend Ricky Ticky. How you doing, Ricky Ticky? And by the way, don't be dissing the goddamn Dixie Chicks anymore, okay? You don't play country music on Magic. Don't be political after all these years, Ricky Ticky, okay? I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but stop it. Why would a guy like that start being political now? Start sucking up to the fascist establishment.
It's the thing to do.
Or maybe he needs a job. 18 till noon at 560 WQM. We got the Mad Dog at Hooters in Pembroke Pines this afternoon, 2 to 4. The Humper in the studio, 4 to 7. And the big deal on the Mad Dog show is he's going to have Dantrell Willis. Is that his name? Dontrell? What is it? I really don't know his name. Dontrell, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dontrell. The great rookie pitcher for the Marlins that's going to be like the next Vita Blue. That's what they're saying.
Oh, him. He only has one setting.
I beg your pardon?
He only has one setting. I've tried to lower the level on Carlos before.
If the audience is wondering why there was all of that long pause, it wasn't because of that fax before. It's because I'm sitting here and I'm watching a pattern of behavior that is so aberrant, so unacceptable, so bizarre, so unprecedented in the history of the human race that I can't describe it. Well, what is the problem now? He asked. What's the story now, or is it just ongoing?
That one.
Yeah. Why don't you go do it on somebody else's computer? Then we wouldn't have to see you. Because I have all the software loaded on this computer. What is it?
He has all the software loaded on this computer.
17 till noon at 560 WQAM. I want to tell you about something really good. In fact, maybe stick some Oleomed in your computer there. Couldn't hurt. But better yet, stick it in your puss. Oleomed soft gels contain the finest olive oil you'll find anywhere in your life. Not just ordinary olive oil like you find in the supermarket in a bottle. But this is super concentrated olive oil that's loaded with all kinds of good stuff for you. Oleomed every day can help reduce your risk of heart disease, high cholesterol, all sorts of nasty things. Plus, there are 14 different Oleomed formulas to choose from, each one combining the finest olive oil you can find with vitamins, minerals, herbals to support specific needs from your bones to your blood pressure to your immune system. You just pick out the formulas that are right for you, and now you got 3 brand new Oleomed formulas, one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and Cell Q10 for your heart. Pick up Oleomed while you're out shopping around today. Pick some up while you're at Publix, Eckerd's, Walgreens, Whole Food Markets, Navarro's, or Sedano's. You can also order Oleomed online at oleomedamerica.com. And if you'd like more information about their stupendous, exciting new products, just call them toll-free at 1-866-OLEOMED. That's OLEOMED. 1-866-653-6633. Don't forget, please, for better health, start popping some Oleomed right away.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
You bastards.
Here's how it goes. Double D's bouncing up and down and they say no. My heart breaks. Then I stare. Your brassiere tries to fight them, but strong as it is, it just can't hold back your bust. And with my eyes full of lust, I just can't escape your bust.
So little Jerry has tried yet a different format on the fax machine. Still doesn't work, Jerry, or whatever the hell your name is. You're still an asshole. Anyway, here's a fax from Bill who says, wanted to know if you're going to have another hot couple contest after this one. We missed the deadline last time. Good news for you, Bill, yes, in July. In July with the same nifty prizes, the same trips to the Bahamas and or Jamaica or whatever. We'll have some good stuff. Also, Phil in Mudgate, you're generally a pretty good faxer, but remember I told you before the show he faxed me this? See, I understand that a lot of you folks, unfortunately, the only resource you have is your local fish wrappers. And your local fish wrappers have stories a day and sometimes several days after they appear elsewhere. Like the guy that called me yesterday about Norma Kent, and then I heard Mad Dog talking about the Marlins and the gay advertising in the gay newspaper. I talked about that last week. Last week I had that story, and now it magically appears a week later in the local fish wrappers yesterday, and right away like, oh, well, how come you're not talking about that? 'Cause I talked about it last week. We're way ahead. In spite of little Tommy Jicka saying I'm out of touch with what's going on, I'm touching it, man, as much as I can. Why let facts get in the way of Perfectly Good War by Ariana Huffington? It was on our website yesterday. And it's in the Sun Sentinel today, just like the Maureen Dowd columns that show up a day or two later in the local papers from after the New York Times and on our website the same day. The same day that they're in the Times, that's when they're in our website. Just like the Nick Kristof and the Paul Krugman columns today will be on there if Beaner Boy ever gets his computer fixed. Now, what's the story? Seriously, I would like a report. Because I'm watching his behavior, and he's lighting incense, he's farting all over the place. What is the story? Give me an update.
Well, I'm not saying that it had anything to do with High Boy, but the
Well, High Boy, he wasn't even in there.
Hiya, Pally!
What happened? He cut some bad cheese?
Something happened, because the stench got pretty bad pretty quick.
Oh, that's why.
So, it could have been George for all I know.
No, I think more likely he had it right the first time.
Some software that we wanted to use to burn a CD for you so you can take with you today or tomorrow,
Yes,
whenever you leave, was installed on this laptop, and obviously my laptop hates the software so badly that it's trying to spit it out of every orifice that it has.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my best to fight it.
Speaking of,
Hiya, Pally!
now who did I just mention? By the way, little Jerry, quit wasting my fax paper. Again, you just can't get rid of these people. I'll be so ecstatic to be out of here so I don't have to see this crap. Somebody's neighbor, which I don't want to mention.
Hiya, Pally!
Again, sending me bios and pictures of Gregory Benjamin Budell.
That same person that said that they wouldn't be faxing anymore?
The same one that promised us they wouldn't be faxing us anymore. We hate him like poison. We don't want to be bothered by him just because he's somebody's neighbor.
Hiya, Pally!
Who was just waddling around in here and smelled the place up real bad. See, that's one thing about people who are very, very obese. Generally, their personal hygiene. I'm not talking about me, a little pudgy one like me. I'm talking about people that are gigantic, big tubs of crap.
It's a matter of physics. There are just places they can't reach.
Oh, do they have to take physics? I would think with as much as they eat, they'd be like on the pot half the day.
There are folds they can't get in between.
La Caja folds? So anyway, a fat boy stunk the joint up, and his neighbor don't ever fax us again. And of course, you won't be forwarding them anyway, so
Right.
at least that
But
gives
it
me
doesn't
2
matter.
months.
They go right into the guy. I even faxed him back and said, "Why are you wasting our paper? You know I'm not going to forward any." And he faxes back
And
an
he
apology.
says-
I'm sorry. I understand. I know. I won't be faxing anymore.
What is wrong with those people?
Where do we start?
It's like they think that I'm doing the show for them. It's like just
You're
me
not?
and them. It's like me and them. I say something and then they respond, and then they fax again, and I'm supposed to read that, and then they respond again, and on, and meanwhile nobody in the audience gives a flying crap about any of those people.
Hiya, Pally!
See what I'm saying? By the way, fat boy, nice to see you, but you snuck the joint up real bad. Don't come in here again until after I leave. That'd be a good poll question. Which QAM celebrity stunk the most? Josh Friedman, Screw-Ann, or Fat Boy? That would be good.
Hiya, Pally!
Josh Friedman, hands down. Oh, look at this. Here's a fax from somebody named Josh, but I'm sure it's not our Josh, either one of them. It says, put a link onto this website. Good stuff. MoveOn.org /distortion/misleader.pdf. It was an ad in the New York Times. Okay, well, I'll stick that right over here, okay, and you can peruse it at your leisure after you're finished with your nervous breakdown over there with your computer. We apologize to the audience that Beaner Boy's having a change of life today because he got laid 15 times last night. Actually, I don't think it was 4. I think it was more like...
About 30, man.
Which picture on our website did you like the best? That's, of course, because they haven't seen the new ones yet that are coming. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, they were coming.
Well, they might be. One looked like it was about to. 3. Yeah, it was right on the edge. 347 votes. Which picture on our website do you like best? Squirrely Moe's got 60. This is a battle. Look at that. Muscle-bound Neil got 57. That might change when the new version goes up. Mo screws Neil, swinging Mo 57. And the energy, he's been pumping away for days, man. That's why you don't hear him no more. He's just pumping away.
He's exhausted.
The old Mo man. Title, Titty Pics on the Hot Couple Contest 53. I hate all of them 53. Mo and Geldy 35. Mozo the Clown 22. Fruity Clarence in the B7 and Hairless Toothless Mo's only got 3. That was one of my favorites.
Right.
I thought that was one of Boca Brian's greatest, most magnificent pieces of artwork ever. And they just don't appreciate fine art. No class. WQAM.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yes, I am.
Hey, Neil. How's it going?
Great. Sensational.
Jackie Johnson is a dog.
Okay.
And Bill Kamal is a lot hotter.
He would tell you.
The blonde on Channel 6 is Martha Sagowski. She's hot.
Okay, I didn't know her name, and I still don't, but if she's the one, yes, you're right, she is hot.
She's very hot. That's it.
Okay, thanks, Pally.
Bye.
So there you go. So far, we've had a whole bunch of people saying that Jackie Johnson
About 30, man.
ain't so hot, is what they're saying. But then again, the sports people on this station, they're trying to, build up that macho image, so they, obviously have to say the politically correct thing.
Absolutely.
Right. Jackie Johnson, she's a fox. Yeah, right. Maybe they're saying she's on Fox, because, 7 is like Fox winner.
That might be it.
Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe our hearing is just bad. Jackie Johnson, she's on Fox. And, of course, we don't like Fox anyway.
She eats locks.
And, what a box. Yeah. With those long,
I didn't mean to impersonate
with
your
those
laugh
pale
again.
long socks. And brains like a box of rocks. In fact, maybe she shot some Botox in her puss. Maybe that's why her head is shriveling up like that. Maybe she got monkeypox. That rhymes with that too, because her face looks like somebody said yesterday, it's kind of like
See
squirrely.
that report on Botox they did on, I don't know, one of these news
On
shows
Botox?
or something like that? Botox injections gone wrong?
Yes, I did see that. You know what? I think anybody who does that deserves it. I think, if you do that, you deserve what you get. It's like people that are diabetic and eat a whole bunch of chocolate and candy and ice cream. Like me. Whatever I get, I'll deserve, because I've been, punishing myself with crap.
Like that kid that got eaten by the alligator. Did you hear about that?
Deserved it.
Right. They said, get out of the water. There's an alligator coming. Screw you. I know what I'm doing.
Right. That's right.
Gulp.
That's exactly right. Just like when Clarence came back from Omaha and the beast was down there in the hallway on all fours. I warned him. I said, Clarence couldn't find squat in Omaha, and sure enough, he did. All I had to do was say squat, and he did. What is it? Yeah, the beast is growing a beard now, you notice? And you do know the reason why. Before Clarence and the beast tied the knot.
I know where this is going, and I don't want to go there, girlfriend.
He wants to make sure. No, it wasn't what you think. That wasn't it, although you do have a point. He wants to have the macho image, so, he wants to come out on top in that relationship.
Thanks for steering clear.
And especially since Clarence looks so fey in those pictures we have on there. A little bit like Fay Wayne, if you ask me. Anyway, I'd sure like to be a fly on the wall on the night of that honeymoon, man. 567-0560. Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I've got juice. How about you, Neil?
Yeah, I got juice. I got Sarah.
Listen to me. I am so excited from 9:50
Be excited.
to 10.
Be excited.
So excited from 9:50 a.m. to 10 a.m. when you and Pharrell get together in the morning. I love listening to that, Neil.
Yeah, the cross-dress.
One thing I am sick of listening about is Martha Stewart.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We should, definitely have to put that on our
Martha
list.
Stewart on there.
Okay.
And just one question really quick.
Yeah.
Sarah got that phone call from the TV show. Was that legit? Was she having illusions? Was she dreaming? What was the deal with that?
No, that was legit.
It was legit?
Yeah, she's a right-wing shill for, for Fox, and that was legit.
Huh. All right. Well, you gotta be aggressive.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because they were hell-bent on trying to get me off the air, and here I am still here, going better and better than ever, so screw Fox.
All right, Neil. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for Martha. That belongs on this list, too, the new list. Are you passing
it
along
there?
Eric?
We got it.
We got How Hot Jackie Johnson, Channel 7 is, and Martha Stewart. Because the next poll question is, which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing about? We're sick and tired of hearing about goddamn Harry Potter, and George says the books suck anyway. I thought when all those lines were flashing, you were going to get some crap on that, which would have been good.
No, they want to talk about Jackie Johnson.
Well, that's okay too.
Sure.
And it's not like didn't I just say it yesterday in passing, and then I happened to see her again this morning because I'm getting up right at that time when the Channel 7 News is on, like at 7 in the a.m. And I turn it on, there she is doing the weather, and I think, this is the broad that they're making all that fuss about? Of course, keep in mind, the Mad Dog's in love with Greta, too.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Is the Beast a fat Jew?
This is Mark Morgan. It's the 12 to 1 hour on QAM.
You approach a beautiful woman's car. She will not let you in because she has the snub.
Get out of here, you dog.
The snub.
Look, I told you I don't want you near me, okay? I told you I don't want my windshield clean. I don't need my car clean. I don't need nothing clean. I want you to get out of my face
substitutes.
Because let me tell you something. I know you're trying to pick me up. I know it. I know it for a fact.
I know it. 12:01 at 560 WQM. Happy Friday to you. It's a great week, I'll tell you. It's been really dynamite. Somebody faxes this. It's a full-page ad from MoveOn.org. Win Without War. And here's a picture of our misleader. That's the headline, misleader. It says, we want the truth now. America rallied around a president who warned of the imminent danger of weapons of mass destruction, who promised the evidence for such weapons was incontrovertible. Now, months later, no weapons have been found. Worse, the evidence suggests that intelligence reports were deliberately misread, that the American people were deliberately misled. It will be a tragedy if young men and women were sent to die for a lie. Call your representative and senators now and demand an independent commission to determine the truth. MoveOn.org. You can get more on their website, MoveOn.org. Thank you very much. Oh, God. Regular listener in Miami says, this morning Geldy said he went back to the gas station to return the $10, but when he told the guy that he made a mistake and gave Geldy an extra $10, the guy said, no, I didn't, so guess what? Geldy kept the $10.
There you go.
Let me say this to you. If if you have an IQ larger than your thumbnail, and you have a transaction, I'm not talking about thousands of dollars, even hundreds of dollars. If you have a transaction of like under $20, you know if somebody gave you $10 too much change, okay?
Yeah.
Even if it's very early in the morning, you're a little groggy, you haven't had your cup of coffee yet, you know.
It's happened, sure.
Now that sounds really lame. I don't want to pick on Geldy because he's, got to cover his ass the way things are going on that show.
Oh, you
these
think
days.
he's lying?
About what?
About that story.
I don't know. All I do know is that at the moment, the time that it happened, that's the time you say, pal, you made a mistake here, you gave me $10 too much. See, it's only, and right there and then at that moment.
Yeah.
The guy knows.
Sure.
Now maybe the guy is maybe too embarrassed to take the $10 back. Maybe he heard about it on the radio or somebody heard about it and went in and told him, he's like, again, embarrassed. Something like that. But if somebody gives you $10 too much change, you know it.
Sure.
And the honorable thing to do is not to go on here like some kind of a pipsqueak and squeaking around with the audience. What do you think I should do? What should I do? Look for a job. Oh, he already is? By the way, he's still driving the show he's doing. He's coming out of the breaks, out of the rejoins. He's doing the time checks and blah, 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 blah. And Mo is just like kind of mumbling in the background. He's like the background man. Just like that. That's exactly what he was doing this morning. Sounded to me.
Absolutely.
5670560. We're not getting any comment about your Harry Potter, so maybe you're right. I'm sure you are right on that one. Don't forget, join Mark of the Joe and Mark Show 6 to 8 tonight at the South Florida South Florida Fairgrounds. 9067 Southern Boulevard in West Palm Beach for Maroney used car sales event. Stop by to win Marlin tickets and other very, very minimal QM prizes. And the Beast will be out tomorrow afternoon from noon till 2 at the grand opening of West Marine, located at 2300 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. Stop by to win prizes. Enjoy free food from Atlantic City Subs. I'm going to tell you something. If Mark from the Joe and Mark Show and the Beast can be out doing appearances, how come Beaner Boy's not doing some?
He does some. Not all by himself.
You mean like with you?
Right.
Like a tag-along.
Or he pinch hits for Miguel sometimes and gets the promotions money.
He pinch hits with Miguel?
For example, the Bill Seidel appearance on Saturday the 29th. You'll be actually getting paid to go there.
Yeah. Now, what time is that thing?
11 to 1.
So that means like when I fax him, what date is that?
Saturday. 28th.
28th. So when I fax him the stories on that day at 11 o'clock, he won't be there.
Right. He won't be there.
Yeah. So that means that the people on that Saturday who are going to be waiting breathlessly for those fantastic, important, world-breaking bedtime stories that we have on our website will have to wait till after he gets his ass home, hope that he finds the keys to his apartment, hope that he gets in okay and can find his computer and it wasn't eaten by Precious the monkey overnight.
If he doesn't run out of gas.
If he doesn't run out of gas and isn't hijacked by some deadbeat on
terrorists.
Yeah. Okay. What's more important than you make the money, okay?
Or he says you could fax them by 9.
Oh, I could do that. I just didn't know how early you get up.
He doesn't sleep.
Well, that's right. He's busy getting laid all night. I forgot about that. And treating that melanoma. 399 votes. The next one will make 400. I don't want to read it until we get 400, okay? Let me refresh it here on my very... And I will say this computer's working pretty damn good since I've been back, thank God. You have any problems while I was, no?
No.
What happened in here that we straightened this out? Don't you remember? Was it because I
bought a new computer?
Oh, yeah, I bought a new computer. Please don't remind me.
Okay. Hey, remember?
No. Not when you're this old. And you know something? Now, just out of spite, nobody else will vote on there so I can get to 400. You people are brutal, man. If they had any... Well, I'm sure they do because they can tell in the sound of my voice. There's the 400th vote. Which picture on our website do you like the best? Squirrely Mo with them swinging nuts, 74. They love those nuts like the beast does. Mo screws Neil, swinging Mo, 66. He keeps on slinging, and he's really swinging. And if you hear a show, he's usually slinging. Muscle-bound Neil God, 65, which is going to make a big improvement when you see it over the weekend. It's going to take a turn for the best. Titty picks on the Hot Couple Contest, 57. I hate all of them, 55. Bah! Bah! Mo and Geldy, 42. Mozo the Clown, 28. Fruity Clarence and the Beast, only 9. That's one of our very favorites. And the new Fruity Clarence and the Beast, that one will put you into orbit, believe you. Oh. And the Hairless, Toothless Mo only have faux. Is all he's got. I guess they like Mo better with that nice piece on his head.
Absolutely.
Piece of what?
Crap. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. I gotta be honest with you, I realize it's only afternoon and I should have learned a long time ago, don't press your luck like on that awful game show. But for a Friday when there's nobody here, we've done magnificently well. I mean, not spectacularly. We had the retire. We had that guy, and we had Chamba, and we got them out of the way. And since then, we've actually had a few people on this phone with something to say, probably because we had something very important to talk about, and that's Jackie Johnson.
Right.
Right? So she may not look the best, but she certainly is she may not have a hot body, but she's got a hot topic.
There you go. My favorite clothing store
is
Hot Topic.
That's the name of a store?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's about this shirt there.
I'll be damned. WQAM.
Still reading that comic crap?
Oh, brother. WQAM.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I've got a gerbil in my ass.
Oh. You know something? He just a little bit too much, a little over the top. And what did I just get through saying? You know what that is? That's right up here again. That's Neil's psychic powers once again. Once again, knowing.
Already ringing the phone.
Knowing for sure. That's right. He was already on there. Both of them. 567-0560. Have we had any women call today?
No.
This has been, I would say, the worst week for female callers. Now, what about the ladies out there? What do they think about Jackie Johnson? They should have an idea of what a nice female looks like, unless they're looking in the mirror. Right?
No, they're always...
And Harry
bitching.
Potter, you'd think that every mother out there in this audience would be just bitching your ass.
No, they're going to call and agree, I hope.
They are?
The mothers, like...
As soon as they get home from B. Dalton and Borders,
who were
they're
forced
buying
to
20,
read the
30
book
copies.
because their little kids bitched and moaned and said, "Mommy, read this. You like it. It's great."
Oh, I no. See, now I know what he's doing in there. He hasn't seen the picture yet. Has he seen the picture, the new Clarence
No,
and
not
the
yet.
Beast picture? He's working on it. Oh yeah, believe me, you've never looked lovelier. Trust me when I tell you. Let's see. Please read this for all callers and listeners. Dear Neil Rogers Show, listeners and callers, let's try to deliver some funny, interesting material for Neil in his show. I honestly believe that if we make funny phone calls and good faxes, it'll make Neil and George laugh. It will automatically motivate them to continue the fun energy that his show has. Thanks, Neil, for reading this. P.S. Craig from downtown Miami is right. You are better in Miami. Anthony in North Miami. Well, guess what, Anthony? Have a great life. Oh, these are all from the same person. They must be. Huh? This is from Clell from Homestead. These have got to be from no, they're not. That's even more frightening. It says, enjoy the show. I thought you'd get a kick out of these awards, especially the 5-Star Stupidity Award. Where is it? Oh, this is just stuff I don't have time for, okay? Don't have time to read these long, ponderous things while I'm on here, but thank you so much anyway. Thanks for the thought. 5670560. Did you get that up there for me yet or not? You still haven't seen it? Get with it. WQAM.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey, Wendy Corona. Has anyone mentioned anything about her?
Who?
Wendy Corona on Channel 6.
Don't know who that is.
She's very hot.
Well, how come nobody talks about these other chicks and they're always screaming about Jackie Johnson?
Yeah, Jackie. Again, just another pretty face. But Wendy Corona, she's got some serious shirt pulls.
Good.
So if you have, and Joe hasn't talked about her yet, but he has talked about Alicia.
He said she's got a big something like that.
And Neil, question for you. I know you have DirecTV. When you get your DirecTV bill, do you ever check it out?
No.
Look at it?
No.
Do you have any idea how much taxes we're paying now on the satellite down in
I want to tell you this. I hate DirecTV, okay? Despise DirecTV. I really do. I hate it.
And why?
Because it sucks. Because my digital cable in Toronto's got it beat hands down. I got like 800 real channels on my digital cable. Because my DirecTV box, the one with the recorder, what do they call that? The
Ultimate TV?
What is it? Ultimate. It's not TiVo. It's that same thing though. Ultimate TV. That is the biggest pain in the ass. Like this morning I get up and if a bird, forget about rain, but if a bird farts in the sky, right away the thing goes out, you gotta unplug it and plug it back in again, reset it. It's the biggest pain in the ass of any piece of equipment I've ever had in my life. I despise DirecTV. I hate it.
Well, I got the Ultimate TV receiver a couple of years ago based on you talking about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're all right. I am losing my picture a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't have to reset it.
I'm sorry I did that to you. If I would have only known.
But anyway, I got my bill the other day like $150 because I get the sports packages, so the football.
Right,
thing.
I got them all.
And now it's like I'm getting a $20 hit for sale, $20 on like $140-something bill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, I'm sure you see on your screen there's a chart that says fight satellite taxes in California, and basically the Florida legislature just taxed us from 6% to 13% on the satellite. And you're right, the expenses are going through the friggin' roof.
I would take the damn receiver and put it out in the bottom of the pool is what I would do. I'm serious, just out of protest. Good luck to you, pal. Good luck.
Thanks.
12 minutes past noon. He made me feel bad because I turned him on to that Ultimate TV thing, DirecTV, and direct is the word. I think it's related to Todd. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We got some heavy-duty stuff. It's going to be on our website over the weekend, including the brand-new Clarence and Beast picture. It is a lovely thing. Preview for their wedding night in July 10th. Isn't that the date?
That is.
Oh. And we're going to send them, all expenses paid, to Maui. It's going to be old Wowie and Maui, and the two of them are going to be in heaven, in hog heaven. At least one of them, anyway. And Clarence has never looked so lovely and feminine as he does in that picture.
He's the bride.
With that lovely lei. Oh, there is no question about that. That's why he's growing the beard. He's going to wear the pants in that family. Big ones. Extra big ones.
Palazzo pants.
Yeah. Zuba's pants. They'll be great at the ball game.
Plastic band, baby.
12:13 at 560. Wait until Clarence finds out how little is in those Zuba's pants. Then he might have to change them. He might make a turn for the worst. The Neil deals keep rolling out from our good friends Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto at Hallett Pontiac GMC. Like right now, here's Neil deal number 1 going on as I speak. Get yourself 0% financing for 60 months on every 2003 Pontiac or GMC in stock. Neil deal number 2. Get up to a $4,000 rebate on every 2003 GMC and Pontiac in stock. Attention current and former military personnel. Get an additional $750 rebate from your friends at Hallett. At Neil deal number 3, lease the brand new 2004 Grand Prix GT1 for as little as $289 a month. Just about anybody can afford this. It's a 36-month lease. See Hallett for details. And right now at Hallett, you can test drive any vehicle on the lot for 24 hours. Take it home, take it to work, take it over to Beaner Boy's house, wherever you want to take it, and have a great time with it. And as always, Hallett's got a spectacular selection of certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that you can depend on, too. And if you're really worried about shopping for a car because maybe you've been turned down in the past because your credit was like on a marginal side, have no fear because Hallett's not picky. They'll cut you a deal. They'll work it out for you. Hallett Pontiac GMC, a place people love to shop, and they've been doing it for 35 years in that same location at 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's on US 1 across from the Falls, open every day, 7 days a week. For more info on those Neil deals, call the Neil Deal hotline toll-free, 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. Don't forget all Neil deals. Subject to credit approval. See our paisans at Hallett for details. Hallett Pontiac GMC. You'll agree with us. They are professional grade.
We're Sports Radio 560. QAM.
I am Mo Howard the David, decrepit and I'm ancient. All over my old face are blue and reddish purple veins. I don't know why they hate me, or why they always rate me. It must be 'cause I got these blue and reddish purple veins.
A vein pop on my arm like a Rand McNally map of Lackawanna. I got veins on my nose, nobody knows that under my clothes I wear pantyhose. But that don't mean that I'm gay. If you think my arms are bad, you ought to see my legs. I might as well keep them smooth and shaved to show a little class the next time I'm raping it. I could go to a surgeon, but that gives me the shivers. I would not want to walk out looking like Joan Rivers. Where am I here? I fired the beast, the fat little freak. I did him a favor, now he can't afford to eat. The reason I dismissed that stinking fat bastard is because he wouldn't shut up, and he can't play canasta. Hey, somebody talking over there? Nobody talks when I rap. I rap, then you talk. Hey, look at me, I'm hip, hip. I ain't no square. I'm a ding-dong daddy, man. I'm really dead. I fire anyone I want. I don't care. Especially if they make me flip my wig made of smelly green hair. I got fired myself. It even happens to the greats. Westman once said, you get out of here or else we break your legs. So now I sit by the pool. Life's as good as it gets. With my paladin cocktail, placing bets on the Jets. In paradise. Paradise. I don't kiss nobody's ass in paradise. I'll be schlepping down the Skoogans when I get the chance, but the cleaners aren't ready with my lime green pants. How long does it take? Guilty calling complaint. It was just a little thought, so what, I left this stain. You think that's funny? Want a knuckle sandwich, buddy? I can do what I want, because the management loves me.
Can I tell you something, Mo? Something you ought to know. For the longest time, I wanted you to be my hoe.
You ain't my type, pal. Now answer straight. Pell mell. What are you doing?
I won't take no for an answer.
Get out of here. What is... Not you.
Get out of there. Get up, bitch.
Absolutely.
12:20 at 560 WQM. The Mad Dog going to be along at 2 from Hooters and Pembroke Pines. And rumor has it that Dontrell Willis of the Marlins is going to be on with him. Isn't that the rumor that I just started? I'm sure I heard that this morning. That's what they said. He's going to be over there with a Mad Dog, and I'm assuming going to be on the air and tell everybody what for. And get out there and see the game is what he's going to say. And the public is going to say, oh, no, we don't think so. We'll watch on TV for free. 429 votes. The new poll should be up there any second now. I see I can see it, but they can't yet. Am I right? It's going up any second. It's going to pop up. 429 votes on the first poll today. Which picture on our website did you like the best? Very good battle here. And it's good that we took this down because with the additions of the other things over the weekend, see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be fair to keep it on there. I think, nice job, Neil. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Squirrely Mo 79. They like that the best. They like that swinger. He's swinging them. Mo Screws Neil. That's swinging Mo 73. A lot of swinging going on there. Muscle-bound Neil God 69. In fact, you ought to take Mo to the swing club next time you go there. He's a swinger.
Oh, yeah.
He swings that club, man. He swings that club right at somebody's head if you don't watch it.
You'll have to put on a prettier wig, though.
Titty picks on the hot couple contest. 61 people like that the best. That's tied with I hate all of them. 61. Yeah. Mo and Geldy 43. Mozo the Clown 29. Fruity Clarence and the Beast 10. And Hairless Toothless Mo has only got 4. Is all that's got. Should be a lot higher than that.
Absolutely.
Fine. And the new poll is up there right now. Let me vote. Which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing about? I know what I'm going to vote for because it was the motivator for the poll in the first place.
Thank you.
The new Harry. In fact, just only moments ago on CNN, there again with the pictures, everybody's running out to buy the book and a little punky kid. And you know, the one thing I notice is that most of the kids that they're showing who are reading this book, they all look like Harry Potter. They're like nerdy little kids with the silly glasses, you know. Maybe that's why they relate to Harry Potter. Nerdy little kids that none of the other kids will talk to.
Little nebs.
Little nebs, right. Or little nips. Which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing?
It's my favorite picture.
Is it really? Scott and Laci Peterson. I'm sorry, I misspelled that. There's an O, it's S-O-N. I'm sorry, Eric. You can correct it or not. Make no difference. 3 people say that. Well, it just went up there. Martha Stewart's got a pair. Did you see her with the umbrella the other day? That was something. A lot of other people had umbrellas. Most of them had them closed because it wasn't even raining. But that was like to shadow her face, like we don't know how ugly she is in the first place. I hope they fry your ass, Martha. I'm serious. I'd like them to fry her ass and make the rest of her watch.
When you're worth $1 billion, to break the law over Less than
chump
300
change,
grand.
over chump change.
What you have in your purse.
Right. Even Beaner Boy makes that much in a couple of weeks. I saw it on his stub a little while ago.
He showed you his stub?
He showed me his stub. It was not... Oh, and that reminds me. See how this works together again? I was thinking about, because I looked at the calendar again, and I made George write on there, get Clarence laid in big letters. Or somebody wrote that. Who wrote that?
I wrote that.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering the reason being there, of course, because we know he's a sports guy, so he's obviously a very virile, macho kind of guy. But I'm curious, do you think that because he's so shy and so recalcitrant to, like, bond with these nice young ladies that want to do him, maybe there's something there physically that we haven't
like a
seen yet.
Like a war wound?
No, not a war wound. Like maybe kind of like a deformed, like a dwarf penis or something, or like a...
like a nubbin?
Well, I have one of those. No, I'm...
an inversion?
Like
a temperature inversion?
An innie. You've heard of navels that are innies and outies. Maybe he's got an innie penis. Innie, winnie, teeny, tiny. No, seriously, maybe there's something a little out of the ordinary there. I mean, he is Jewish. We certainly know he's nice and clean and circumscribed.
Oh, maybe there was an accident. Not quite a war wound.
Exactly. I think now we're getting to the meat of the matter. I think there might have been like a little, or maybe it's one of those button hook jobs.
Too much off the top.
Maybe it was cut on a bias.
He's not biased.
567. I don't want to pick on Clarence, but I really am serious. I think that we ought to get the guy laid. He just celebrated his 30th birthday, and even on his birthday bash at his house, he didn't get laid.
You know, I think I have a reason why.
Okay.
I don't think he cares about getting laid nearly as much as the people around him do about getting him laid.
But what does he care about? Sports. I mean, that was easy.
Yeah.
Ball games.
Right.
Going to Omaha. I mean, when somebody tells me that they didn't like Omaha because there's nothing going on there, I mean, even Beaner Boy was telling me the other day about how anybody can't get laid in Omaha is never going to get any. And he's right. Omaha's not what you think it is. Oh, it's the Bible Belt. Yeah, right. Right.
I think it's state
Just
country.
like Nashville. You remember my famous month in Nashville?
Right.
Nashville is also the heart of the Bible Belt and known for that, but it's also the heart of like all the hillbillies. And there's church on every corner, and across the street there's a bar.
Sure, well.
Usually with some country slut singing in there, you know.
You got to be able to stumble from one to the other.
Exactly. Not necessarily in that order. By the way, let me say it again. Sleepers, great movie with Father Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
What is he doing again now? He's driving me absolutely up the wall. What is he doing?
Joe Castello will be calling on the hotline.
With a very good proposal for Clarence.
Joe Costello, who we just saw yesterday, is back for more punishment. Yes, sir?
I'm here on the line. I just happen to be hearing what you were talking about with Clarence.
Yeah.
And
here's the man. Wait a minute. Here is a man who's actually seen Clarence's penis. Okay.
I have not seen Clarence's penis, but I did see an email that came to me last night. One of our mutual listeners listens to you and George and me, believe it or not. He offered to have his wife sleep with Clarence, like a pity, whatever.
Out of pity. He did say pity. We have a bad connection. Pity.
All right.
Yeah.
I said pity.
Right.
And if he would in turn give me back my 5 to 6 hour.
Ah.
And so, yeah, there was a deal. The listener offered up his wife, and totally legit. So we can have it happen tomorrow.
Well, let me ask you, how old is this guy's wife?
About 30, man.
That sounds perfect, because Clarence just had his 30th birthday. What a match.
I've actually seen photographs. She's pretty cute.
Now, have you presented this to our program director or not?
We forwarded the email. I don't know if he got to it. Of course, we're in the middle of the night. He should be reading it right now, actually.
I think you're right.
Absolutely.
So I just thought I'd let you know about this because, no one hears us because we're in the middle of the night.
This is promising news. I'm ecstatic. I think if everybody on the station, especially Pharrell, because he's got all the connections, all the sluts.
It could be happening by 5 p.m. today.
It could happen before I'm on air again from T.O. on Monday morning.
Absolutely.
Nice going, Joe.
Have a nice trip.
Get that 5 to 6 hour back. A long pause there, yeah. He wants that hour back real bad. So Mo is kind of getting squeezed, you know what I mean? Kind of like his bag. Mo's getting the old squeeze. What do they call those things, those old-fashioned things that they used to like?
Bellows.
Bellows, very good. Very good. Bellows. Well, see, I'm making a motion, so he knows what I'm talking about. That's what's happening to Mo. He's like caught in between the arms of the bellows. He's getting squeezed in between.
He's like the bag of the bellows.
Oh, brother. In fact, all you little kids out there, you'd be better off reading the Saul Bellows' latest book instead of that damn Harry Potter. Wouldn't you say? I would.
Anything.
Here's a fax that says, redneck in Alabama. Keep up, you liberal, your show is a daily affirmation, blah, 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 save the doomed people around. Oh, jeez. Plus he says, why do these people waste my time, you know? Thank God you don't send me like about 85% of it. 28 past noon. Don't forget the Mad Dog 2 to 4 at wherever that is. Where is it? Hooters and Pembroke Pines this afternoon.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Drudge packing?
Yes.
Rudolph the scumbag bomber, he was hiding in the woods, living like an animal, just like a white supremacist should. He is the creep who's wanted for lighting the Olympic fuse and for blowing up people who thought they had a right to choose. And then one steamy summer's eve, Rudolph came to town. While looking for some dumpster food, a cop said, freeze or I will shoot. Now that the feds have caught him, he's hiding in a jail cell. Rudolph the scumbag bomber, soon you're gonna fry in hell.
George said he thinks Clarence is a fag. I can't believe he said that. 12:33, and Beaner Boy just raised his hand and said, I agree. That's bad.
I said way, not gay.
That's bad. This station could have a program director who was gay? That's the worst. A sports station?
Never heard of such a thing.
I'm going to call up Andy Yasinowoods and tell on you. Now, somebody sends me, now this is from September of last year, okay? We've already seen this. We already talked about it. And I appreciate the fact that somebody is that enthusiastic about me and the show, but, you know, Talkers Magazine, one of the silliest publications in the history of mankind, a real piece of crap. Congratulations, just saw this. The 25 greatest radio talk show hosts of all time. And am I honored to be...
No.
Huh? Remember we talked about
that?
This? September of last year. It's almost a year later. Number 1, Rush Limbaugh. Number 2, Howard Sperm. See, again, with all due respect to Howard, he's not a talk show host. Is he a talk show host?
No, does he talk to the general public?
He's an entertainer.
Right. A clown, as you said
whatever.
before.
But he's not in any way, shape, or form a talk show host. 3, Don Imus, a dead man. 4, Larry King.
Uh-huh.
What do you think, Larry?
Loan me $50.
5, Sally Jesse Raphael. See, at that point, any credibility whatsoever breaks down for this Talkers Magazine. Not that they have any. 6, Bruce Williams. What's doing? On a Tuesday? What's doing? 7, Dr. Laura Schlesinger.
Oi!
How do you like that? Dr. Laura Schlesinger, according to this, is the 7th best talk show host of all time.
That fucking bitch.
8, Barry Gray. 9, Barry Farber. Now, one or both of those got to have been dead for 100 years. 10, Dr. Joy Brown. 11, Michael Jackson.
Huh?
No, not who you're thinking about.
Oh. Well.
Not that Michael Jackson. Not the one that goes... The one with a British accent, the real boring guy who does mornings on KABC in L.A. Just terminal. 12, Art Bell. Ooh. 13, Ron Owens, KGO in San Francisco. Now, he's very good. 14, Jerry Williams, rest in peace. 15...
Oh, God.
How do you like that? 16, Bob Grant. 17, Long John Neville, rest in peace. 18, David Brudnoy. 19, Arthur Godfrey. Arthur Godfrey was a talk show host. 20, Bill Balance. 21, Neil Bortz. 22, J.P. McCarthy. J.P. McCarthy was not a talk show host. He had a show at noon every day. He did mornings on WJR, and at noon every day for a half hour he had a show where he interviewed guests. But he wasn't a talk show host. He was a disc jockey. Jesus. 22, Gene Shepard, who also wasn't a talk show host. He's a guy that used to, ramble for a half hour on tape, and it was syndicated. He used to talk to himself for half an hour. 24, Gene Burns, and 25, my good close personal friend. I'll give you one clue, okay?
Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy.
That was the clue. So there you go, talking. Congratulations, Neil. You're number 600 in the world. How do you like that? And what happened to our friend she didn't make the cut.
Not yet.
Damn it. Although if that thing gets any bigger, they probably will cut it.
Or trim it.
In fact, maybe she and Clarence could compare notes. I guarantee you she's got a much bigger one than he's got.
Prehensile, I heard.
567-0560, pound 560. Now, see, what you're trying to tell me, I don't want to psychoanalyze again in his personal life. That's his business. But he does leave you with that feeling like he's like the lost soul, you know? Like he only wishes he could get some?
No.
You don't think he
doesn't leave me with that feeling at all.
Oh.
I think his life is full and complete.
The sports thing. In other words, he gets off on the ball game.
There's no room for anything else.
He gets off being the program director on a sports bar station.
He's satisfied.
Is what it does for him. So in other words, when he hears, wah, 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 like that,
squirt,
that does it for him. He immediately, drops the load in his pants.
Change it.
Some kind. 567. Come on, let's get we got an hour and 20 minutes to go here, and the momentum is all of a sudden shifting away. It started right there at noon. Because the last of the 50 people were left in town probably at noon. Their flight's at 1:30, you know. I'm telling you, it's this weekend. You're going to love it because it's going to be easy sailing, easy cruising.
How'd you know I was going sailing?
WQAM. QAM, nobody there? Oh, my God. WQAM. Hola.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Neil, you're not screening today.
Let's go to Pompano Beach.
Pompano Beach, that's me.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Listen, a couple of things for you. I hope you get a kick out of. In terms of, first of all, DirecTV, I am so happy to hear that you have changed your opinion because a couple of years ago you were raving about it. I got it. It's the worst, not only the worst system, but the worst company I've ever dealt with in my life.
Oh, DirecTV, they suck. They should really die.
Neil, with all the letters I have written to this company, and I wrote right to the president of the company, and I have a background in broadcasting and let them know about it, I still, in 2 years, do not know where they are in Los Angeles other than a P.O. box. They won't tell anybody where they are. I guess they're afraid that people are going to go over there and blow them up.
Well, you know, when you call that 1-800-DIRECTV, you have no idea, if you ever do get a hold of anybody, you have no idea where they are. They could be on the moon. They could be on Uranus.
30 call centers around the country,
right.
And only maybe 2 you can even get a regular phone connection. The worst.
Mm-hmm.
Once about 5
you
months.
can't complain about their service because they refuse to give you any.
It's in about 5 months they'll have digital cable. Much better, much better. Listen, the Requiem for a Dream.
Right.
The only thing I got out of it, I'm watching it, and look, the music's great.
It is.
And I'm watching it, and I'm looking at the roller coasters, and I'm going, oh my God. I grew up in Coney Island and Brighton Beach.
There you go.
And that scene where they're dealing drugs under the boardwalk?
Sure.
I didn't do that, but I used to roast marshmallows and try to make out with some girl. And I'm doing this one night, and I'm about, teenager in high school, and all of a sudden I hear fire engines because we had the fire going. I lit a fire on the boardwalk.
All right. Excellent.
Down the boardwalk. One last thing.
Yes, sir.
Because we're talking about things we're tired of hearing about. The Laci Peterson case. Now, don't you find it interesting that Gary Condit was possibly responsible for Chandra Rubin or some kind of connection?
Right.
There were 2 other girls in Washington, D.C. who also were found in the water.
Right.
He loses the election. He moves back to his hometown of Modesto, and within 6 months, here's another girl dead in the water. And I've never heard Gary Condit mentioned in relation to that case.
I never thought about that. So you're trying to draw a connection between Gary Condit and Laci Peterson?
Well, if Scott Peterson didn't do it,
what about the Robert Blake's wife?
There you go.
Huh?
Have a good weekend.
What about OJ's wife?
There you go.
Right, and
Gary
Cock Robin.
And Cock Robin, right?
All over the place.
And Batman too.
That's
See ya.
it.
See ya.
Later.
He took too many of them purple pills. Okay, he's okay. He'll be all right. Too many purple hills.
Don't shoot in that.
Oh, no. Yeah, he'd have been better off to shoot a gun in that. Would have saved all that sawing later on.
I saw that.
Yeah. That's what they acted out. You see him? Oh, I saw him. I saw him. Yeah. Oh, don't get sore about it. Jim. You never did successfully or sufficiently explain to me why he kept calling him Jim.
I think it was one of those things.
It's a race thing?
It's a lingo thing.
But what kind of a lingo thing? That ain't his name. His name was Harry.
Right. Boca Brian was making me listen to old tapes from the 60s on the way to Treasure Island last time.
Yeah.
Including...
1860s?
What's it? Ed Kooky Burns, some lines from him like, hey, Dad.
50s.
What's the...
Not 60s,
Oh,
50s.
Really? Well,
yeah.
What do I know? Hey, Dad. What's the big hand say to the little hand? Things like that. Dad. Like that. Jim, Steve, Buddy,
Clarence,
man.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Okay.
Baby McCartney, new one's on the way. Haven't been a daddy since yesterday. Heather's expecting, we can work it out. But it doesn't make me want to twist and shout.
Absolutely.
When I'm 64, I'll still change diapers. When this kid's grown up, I will be dead. Better stock up now on baby wipers. My aching head.
Oi!
Baby McCartney won't give me no rest. I am not much better off than Pete Best. Don't know if the kid will be a singer. Just hope it's healthy when it finally comes. Want the child to have 10 toes and fingers, unlike its mom. Baby McCartney, your dad is elderly. Wonder why I couldn't just let it be.
1246 is 560 WQAM. You know, the soundtrack from Requiem for a Dream, some of the titles of these cuts are pretty interesting.
Marion Barfs is my favorite.
Talk about that. See, the guy that faxed before is right. You even stole my psychic powers.
It rubbed off.
Marion Barfs. And here it is.
Come on,
Marion.
You effing loser!
Yeah, at that point, I still believe Harry should have just smacked her up the side of the head.
Yeah, but she looks
just
so
dumped
good.
that bitch on the floor. She didn't look so good there, no.
Well, not towards the end, no.
No. Oh, the ass to ass. She didn't make a comeback. Hey, Jennifer, let me ask you a question. What? What is he babbling about?
You don't understand. The pain. The agony.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, sweetheart. Not just about rubbing up against some a booby in the pool and, you know, thinking you just had a great sexual experience. No, that's for Pie. The drilling sound, save that for Pie when he sticks the drill in his head at the end of the movie. Oh, I just ruined it again for everybody?
Damn it.
It doesn't make any difference. It makes no difference.
I'll still watch it.
And you'll still like it. WQAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I heard you mentioning earlier about the Ultimate TV receiver with another caller.
Right.
I couldn't be happier with my system. Boy, I'm surprised you're having so many problems with it.
Everybody I know hates it like poison.
Really? Cause
you just got lucky, I guess. It has to do with the unit itself. It's just a lot of them are defective. They've had all kind of problems.
Well, you know, I will say that I did have to. I was having all kinds of delays changing channels when I was recording.
Right.
And they actually said, okay, send the receiver back. And we'll send you another one.
Now you understand. See, probably what I need to do is the same thing, get a different receiver, because mine is defective.
Well, I was still, as soon as they sent me the new receiver, I was still having the problems when something was recording. It was always happening. It would just take forever sometimes to turn the channels.
Right.
And then recently they just did a software upgrade. I turned my TV on like 3 weeks ago, and it said upgrade complete. And they just upgraded the My Shows and everything else, and everything just works fast. Like right now, it works perfectly.
Not working for me. But of course, I haven't changed my unit 15 times yet either.
No, only once for me. Hey, question for you. The Godfather's been on a lot lately on the All Over the Dish, and I've been checking out, of course. Every time I watch it, something always pops into my head, and just a quick question for your opinion. When they killed Hyman Roth at the airport, when the guy just shot him and he was pretending he was a newspaper reporter. And
right. Right.
How the hell would they have convinced him to do that knowing he was going to get blown away?
He didn't know that.
He thought he was going to get away with it.
Yeah,
just like the big Bela Lugosi-looking guy that was trying to kill him by smothering him with a pillow. He didn't think he was going to get it.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they just when he told them, no, don't worry, we'll have all our people there, you'll be safe and sound, and everything. No. I'm just wondering, why the hell would anybody do that?
He thought he was going to get away with it, but unfortunately, it didn't work too well.
The party's over. Thanks, Neil.
Have a great day, pal.
Talk to you later.
Okay, so he said he had to change his unit. Maybe that's what Clarence ought to try.
Well, let me tell you something, my Mick friend.
WQAM.
Yeah, hey, is that George?
Yes.
Hi, George. How you doing?
Good.
You don't remember me. My name is Miko. I'm a cameraman that was out there a long time ago, and we chit-chatted a little while. At any rate, I heard that on your show today that there's some like speed dating or super dating or some shit like that.
That was special.
Oh man.
That'll teach you.
Yeah. Maybe that's what Clarence is into. He don't have time for those long, extended dates like speed dating. It's a hand job. Oh, look at this. Look who else is faxing, which I absolutely refuse to read it. No chance. Now, what is our favorite, Josh? What is he bringing in there? Something grotesque. Thank you so much, sir. Is it filthy and disgusting? This weekend, Beaner Boy, this weekend. What? What are you laughing about?
I didn't see when he brought it in.
Oh, you haven't seen it? This is the best. This may be the best Mo picture of all of them, you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and look at this. Look at. Oh, and you know why? He's got his teeth out, don't you? No teeth.
No, I know why. For your pleasure.
Oh, man, here's some of the gumming attractions with the Momeister and our good close personal friend Aaron. I didn't know those two were that tight. Did you?
Absolutely.
No.
Has the Beaner Boy seen this yet? Have you seen it?
He's going to get a copy emailed to him so we can put it right up there.
Oh! Whoa! Wow! It says late, and it was sent to the Mad Dog. It says late submission for the Hot Couples Contest. Oh! The all-time best. Isn't that great? It's a beautiful thing. I bet you Mo likes it.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing about? Reality TV shows 34. Scott and Laci Peterson 21. The new Harry Potter book 20. Come on, you can do better than that. The Hillary book 16. Neil's movie shows 14. Oh, I shouldn't have played that thing. The Middle East Roadmap 12. Martha Stewart 8. How Hot Jackie Johnson is on Channel 7-6. Weapons of Mass Destruction 5. The Florida Marlins 4. Matrix 2 and Golf appear. Boy, this is really something special. You know, I never realized this audience had the incredible artistic... Michelangelo, eat your heart out, you know?
All they needed was the opportunity.
All
apparently.
they needed was for us to give them the green light.
Yeah.
And Tom Ridge called the other day and said, okay, it's safe. The coast is clear. Give your audience the green light just as long as Ashcroft don't know about it. And put a bunch of that really sick and twisted stuff. Oh, yeah, that could be the caption on this. Gumming attractions. 567-0560. Oh, here's one. It says, on Channel 7 News, I think the black chick, Robin Simmons, is the hottest of all the female reporters. Please play my shameless request, When Eisner Stole Remus. Oh, that's my least favorite of all of them. Isn't it? So, sorry we can't do that. Well, we could. Maybe we will next hour. I'll consider it. It's long. Kills a lot of good time. Isn't that the most recent one?
I think so.
Okay, I'll think about it. Oh, and we got to get to some of these very important bedtime stories because we're busy having a really great time. But you know something? These are important. Priest sued by brothers is arrested on suspicion of child molestation. Oh, no. This has to be a mistake, doesn't it? Retired clergyman is to be charged with alleged abuse of 5 children in the 70s and 80s between the ages of 7 and 16. And Cardinal Mahoney has conceded that he mishandled a case. He erred in transferring the accusations of sexual abuse. Michael Wempe was arrested yesterday on suspicion of child molestation. The arrest of Wempe near his Seal Beach retirement home took place as the clergy sex abuse crisis dominated the opening day of the annual conference of Roman Catholic bishops in St. Louis. L.A. County Sheriff's deputies arrested Wempe as he was on his way to play golf. See? What did I tell you? A lot of lifeless assholes out there on the course, man. He's on his way to play golf. Let it go out there and whack a few balls around. Nice going, Father. You'll see the whole story on our website. And also this one. I am so impressed that I actually fixed my printer yesterday. Just a miracle. And you know, if I had to do it again, I couldn't do it. I don't know how I did it.
Impressive.
Because I had, I guess, installed the damn thing like 3 or 4 different times.
Right.
I had to uninstall.
Get out.
And then what?
You uninstalled something?
Yeah.
And reinstalled it?
Right. And did it the right way this time, though, which is why you got color on there now.
Wow.
Hey, listen, for me, that's a major accomplishment for an old farty duddy like me. Anyway, this story, Toronto police ignore pot party in front of headquarters. Dozens of green-wearing, pot-smoking revelers partied outside Toronto's downtown police headquarters yesterday, smoking their joints, bongs, and pipes without being harassed by a single police officer. Streams of sweet smoke wafted through the air as cannabis crusader Mark Emery, a Vancouver resident, handed out joints to fellow pot enthusiasts and urged them to exercise their lawful right to possess marijuana. Marijuana is legal in Ontario to possess, and it's permissible under law to smoke marijuana anywhere that it's permissible to smoke tobacco in Ontario, Emery said, calling the province the freest jurisdiction in the Western world with recent court challenges of pot laws and the acceptance of gay marriages. Although the event was right on police property, no uniformed officers were seen among the crowd. Inside headquarters, police seemed disinterested with the party, and no officers made available to comment. I trust if the police wanted to apprehend our pot, they could have done so, Emery said of the not-so-subtle challenge to police. I thought the most provocative place to smoke marijuana with others would be right in front of the police chief's doorstep. Police organizations in Ontario have said they will not lay charges for possession of marijuana under 30 grams until the country's muddled pot laws are clarified. 30 grams. Now, how many? I thought it was like 20 joints. Is 30 grams? Would that be about right?
Let me go get my scale.
I beg your pardon?
How fat you rolled them?
The fat, these were pretty fat, what they showed. They showed fat ones.
2.
We're not talking about in the Toronto Star newspaper.
30 grams is an ounce, more or less.
Yeah. And how many joints can you roll out of an ounce?
About 30.
Really?
About 30, man.
Well, there you go. That should be enough for like a couple of hours.
Right.
So there you are.
Canadian hours or American hours?
Canadian hours. It's like really only 1.75. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Don't forget the Mad Dog doing his show at Hooters in Pembroke Pines 2 to 4. The Humper will be in the studio from 4 to 7 this afternoon. And then you got your Marlins on deck at 7 o'clock. 7:35. Now, why is that? Why on a Friday night they play 7:35? Is that correct? Why?
Why not?
The other games are all 7:05, aren't they? I guess they want to make the Humper work the extra, whatever. You know, nobody gets a free ride all week, Fatso. So the Humper has to work an extra half hour. But 7:30 is the game. The Devil Rays and the Marlins, boy, that's going to be really heavy duty. And of course, like I said, Dontrell Willis is starting pitcher tomorrow night supposedly, and should be out with a Mad Dog this afternoon.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM. Buttheads, it's the 1 to 2 hour.
Joe Zagacki sucks, okay?
Okay.
Mother old fool. God. Ew, God.
I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. It makes me feel alright. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. Oh, my daddy, he once told me, son, you be hard-working man. My mama, she once told me, son, you do the best you can. But then one day, I met a man who came to me and said, you turd. Hard work good and hard work fine, but first take care of health. So now I smoke 2 joints when I get up. In the car I smoke 2 joints. I smoke 2 joints when I play video games, and that's every 10,000 points. I smoke 2 joints. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more.
a man came to me and said,
Roy!
hard work good and hard work fine. First take care of head. That's why I smoke two joints in the morning. I smoke two joints at night. I smoke two joints in the afternoon. It makes me feel alright. I smoke two joints in time of peace and two in time of war.
Yes.
I smoke two joints before I smoke two joints, and then I smoke two more. Smoke two joints. That's what I do. Smoke two joints. Come and smoke two joints with me in the morning. Smoke two joints. Come and smoke two joints with me in the afternoon. Yeah. Smoke two joints. Hey, would you rather smoke two joints or would you rather do your homework? Smoke two joints. I knew you were going to say that. Smoke two joints. Smoke two joints. That's what I do. Smoke two joints.
Absolutely.
104 at 560 WQM. Hey, we got a battle going on in this hot couples contest. A battle royale for second place. First place, it's, I guess, a foregone conclusion. 892 votes for Frank and Liz. But second place, Greg and Stephanie, 411. And Brian and Natasha, 409. 411, 409. Got it?
Got it.
Woo! Then, after that, it's fourth place, Holly and Darren, 286, and down the list. Out of about 3,400 votes. Not too shabby, man. Pretty heavy duty. Here, one more shot for these guys, because that's going to be it. Join Mark at the Joe and Mark Show tonight from 6 to 8 at the South Florida Fairgrounds at 9067 Southern Boulevard, West Palm Beach, for the Marooney used car sales event. Stop by to win Marlin tickets. Anybody want those Marlin tickets?
No.
And other prizes, too. And also, Mark will be accompanied by the lovely Miguel. And the Beast will be out tomorrow. The not-so-lovely Beast will be noon to 2 tomorrow at the grand opening of West Marine, 2300 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. Stop by to win some more of our low-budget QM prizes. Enjoy free food from Atlantic City subs and maybe some naked pictures of Doreen, too. That should keep them away. I mean, get them out there, you think? Can you see?
Not anymore.
Oh. 5670560, pound 560. And also naked pictures of, what's his name? Clarence's penis. Out of sight, out of mind. You notice he hasn't reared his ugly head near once today since we started talking about this? I think you're right. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you can't find a way, you might be gay. Now, come on, don't be saying those things. That's terrible. You're going to blemish his image. He's going to start... we're getting along so great, Clarence and all the rest of us. Even Boner Boy got paid. But you're gonna, just like you threw that big rift between me and Mo.
Right.
Created a tremendous chasm. And you're gonna do the same thing all over again by suggesting that gay thing. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T Verizon line, WQAM. Well, nice hearing your message too, operator. WQAM.
Pound 560 on the AT&T Verizon line, WQAM.
Oh, the radio.
QAM. Okay, nice talking to you. WQAM.
Hey, Neil, I have a confession to make, and I hope this confession earns me a shameless request of hearing that longevity bit that goes, where's all the bros? But the confession is that I am Craig from downtown Miami, and I am Anthony from North Miami.
Yeah, so you just sent the same thing. In other words, you're the chronic that calls on line 9 all the time.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, get out of here, you're an idiot. See, do I know him? That's who I thought it was way back at the beginning, because when he called the first time, that's also his second call of the day. You're a chronic, man. We don't play that game on his show. And the one thing we got to butch Pharrell up about a little bit, is, and we started doing that, is just informing him, giving him the information, giving me a heads up and down and in and out about who these chronics are. Like the guy with the eyes, and that crowd. That crowd. Because he ain't going to put up with that crap. All those chronic assholes. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. Also, we'd like to find out who lets Gilbert into the station here in the afternoon or at night. Overnight, sometime.
Right.
Should have asked Joe Costello about that before.
I'm sure it's not him or them.
I didn't say it was. I should have just asked out of curiosity what the deal is. I mean, this is the kind of place you would anticipate people just wandering around, just that kind of a place. McDonald's asked meat industry to cut the use of antibiotics. Responding to public health concerns about the overuse of antibiotics in farm animals, the McDonald's Corporation said yesterday that it would ask its meat suppliers around the world to reduce their dependence on antibiotics. McDonald's said it expected its suppliers to phase out the use of some antibiotics that promote growth in healthy animals and to significantly reduce the use of other antibiotics that typically protect animals against disease. It said it's making the change because of growing evidence that the use of antibiotics in farm animals was creating antibiotic resistance in animals and in the bacteria that cause disease in humans. So in other words, if you eat enough Big Macs, you could pop like 50,000 penicillin tablets or tetracycline or whatever, erythrocin.
Amoxicillin.
Exactly. And wouldn't do you no good. Industry officials said the McDonald's decision would likely help alter the way animals are raised around the world because McDonald's is the world's largest restaurant chain, one of the world's biggest purchasers of meat, and one of the biggest purveyors, obviously up till this time, of antibiotics that you didn't know you were getting and didn't want in the first place. And, speaking of Canada, Detroit. Americans visit border town to take advantage of a new gay marriage law. Gay American couples are beginning to head for the border city of Windsor, Ontario. How's my good buddy Marty Adler doing? To take advantage of Ontario's court-ordered legislation of same-sex marriages. By yesterday morning, 13 gay couples, 3 of them American, have been granted marriage licenses in Windsor. Suburban Detroit residents Jennifer, Patty, and Aaron James are among those planning to head to Windsor just across the river from Detroit to seek a marriage license. They just need to do some paperwork required in Canada, certifying James' divorce 15 years ago. We've waited this long, we can wait a little longer, Patty told the Detroit News. How do you like that? They're pouring across the border, side by each, to tie the old knot. Wouldn't that be great? Let's have Clarence and like I said the other day, let's have Clarence and the Beast tie the knot in Toronto.
You could take them up with you.
And then we can take them to a hockey game.
Right.
Clarence can get his sports fill.
They don't have to go anywhere for the honeymoon. They'll be right there.
We'll give them the old honeymoon suite.
That would be sweet.
567-0560. Oh, it's already gone, that picture. Pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Our second poll of the day, our polla. Which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing about? Reality TV shows 48. Scott and Laci Peterson 36. The Hillary book 30. The new Harry Potter book 26. See, they don't agree with us, I don't think. Because it's, you just don't knock Harry Potter.
I'll knock him upside the head. And that J.K. Rowling. You know what she was doing before she started writing those books, right?
I don't know, recipe books?
She was on the dole. You know what that means. She was on English welfare. She was just a bum.
Chambermaid?
Right. A bum, unemployed, living on welfare.
I'll be damned.
She had this brilliant idea to write funny words. Sniffity snatch.
Sniffity snatch.
Koozlewooch.
It all kind of sounds the same.
Yeah.
The Middle East Roadmap, 18, are most sick and tired of hearing about that. Neil's movie show, 17. That's only 7%. How hot's Jackie Johnson at Channel 7 weather is 15. We decided that Jackie's not so hot. At all. Not even lukewarm. Weapons of Mass Destruction, 13. Martha Stewart, 13. Golf, 6. The Florida Marlins, 5. And Matrix, only 2. Only a pair. They like Matrix a lot, I guess.
It's old already.
They're still hawking about it.
Oh.
Matrix 2 and 3 and 4 and Keanu Reeves did this, and Keanu Reeves did that one. And
whoa.
Did a whole bunch of guys.
I know Kung Fu.
It's 11 after 1 at 560 WQAM. Summertime in South Florida guarantees 3 things. Heat, humidity, and hurricanes. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you protect your home during hurricane season. The Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop provides the best hurricane protection. With just one call to the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop, they'll be at your home the next day with a quote for hurricane shutters, windows, and doors, customized and engineered specifically for your home. From panels, accordions, roll-up shutters, impact-resistant windows and doors, the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop will not be undersold. They'll beat any written legitimate quote because when you do business with these folks, you're buying direct from the manufacturer and wholesaler. So call the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop toll-free, 1-800-538-0191. They also offer cash and carry for you do-it-yourself handyman out there. So if you're serious about hurricane protection, customized and engineered specifically for you and your home, and you ought to be, call the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop, 1-800-538-0191. That's 1-800-538-0191. And be sure and tell them that Ancient Neil told you to call.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
got an inside Wall Street tip, and now she's gonna pay for it. Broker says she lied, she'll soon be indicted, facing lots of time, and we're so excited to see her taken out in cuffs. 20 years won't be enough. Dress her up in stripes, send her to Sing Sing, put her in for life. That would be a good thing, oh Martha. They'll get you for insider trading, and they'll send you away, oh Martha. Well, we're laughing so hard that we're shaking. What's your stock worth today, oh Martha? Well, you had everything, but you spoiled it. Yeah, they'll send you away, oh Martha. You'll be sharing the stainless steel toilet with your cellmates.
117 at 560. Duff, being the good sport that he is, he heard us begging on Clarence's behalf. He said he's going to get him laid this weekend. He knows just where to take him. Anyway, Greg in West Boca says, thanks for another great year, Neil. It says, with Scott in front of you and the dog behind you, QAM has brought back the good old days of brilliant daytime radio to South Florida. How do you like that?
Absolutely correct, sir.
Although he hates you, George.
That's all right.
He says, when you go on vacation, I'll have 4 hours to fill while I'm in my delivery truck, but what the hell, that's what the CD is for. Enjoy yourself. Says Greg in West Boca, which is a behind the back way of St. George Blows. But that's the way it goes. 567
I'm sure Greg blows too.
Pound 5, he might. He likes me a lot, you know.
Absolutely.
Reality TV shows, they can't stand it no more. They've had it up to their ears. But don't tell the networks that. Don't tell little Tammy J. Oh, hey, this is a great story. New car warns of impending crash. Did you read about this?
No.
Honda Motor Company has developed a new computerized radar system that warns drivers of an impending crash with slight braking and a tweaking of the seatbelt.
Ooh.
The collision mitigation brake system will be offered on the most expensive model of the new Inspire sedan that goes on sale for $30,000. Went on sale yesterday for $30,000 in Japan, Honda officials said. There are no plans to export the feature or the Inspire so far, but Japan's number 2 automaker hopes the anti-collision system will someday become standard in all Honda models. The system comes as part of a package of options and is not priced separately. Japan's biggest automaker, Toyota, recently came out with a similar crash warning system, which is offered as an option for a luxury model sold only in Japan. Sales have been limited with less than 90 sold so far. The Toyota system, which brakes and tightens the seatbelt ahead of a crash, doesn't go on until the driver first steps on the brakes. Honda's system is unique in working even before the driver responds. A radar in the front of the car stashed behind the H logo detects vehicles within the range of about 300 feet ahead. The system initially pulls on the seatbelt and brakes slightly to warn the driver. A buzzer also goes off and a small light flashes on the dashboard. Just a subtle warning. Not bad, especially down here, can't hurt. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. And Verizon Wireless line. So we actually got everything going again. We got the stories on there, the bedtime stories on our website. That's good. And we're going to get the new pictures up there, the new bizarre, sick, and grotesque stuff, including the one that's going to be. Now, where are they going to find that one of me and my newfound appendage? Where's that going to be in the gallery?
Prominently.
I beg your pardon?
There will be a link.
It looks like there already is. WQAM.
There will be a link.
Condoleezza!
It looks like there already is.
Click, click, Condoleezza. Click, click. WQAM.
Morning, Neil.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
I have timed my morning routine perfectly after fine-tuning it all week long. I now start my car at exactly when Pharrell is coming on the air.
All right.
I miss everything before that, and I stay on while I'm delivering the mail straight through till you're done. I get a little bit of the Mad Dog, and I'm a happy camper. So have a great summer.
Sounds good to me. You too, pal. Thanks. See, there's a guy who likes everybody. He's a happy guy. Not one of these sour, nasty, miserable little hit and run. Yeah, yeah. You know, those people. We're on to you. We know that you're pathetic, you're tragic, you're useless. But there are enough of people like this last guy, just enough to keep us going, you know, like my friend Rick the Mailman. Oh, he already tuned out? WQAM. Probably the movie shows. QAM, hello.
Hello?
Too late. WQAM.
Yeah, well, I talked to Neil.
Speaking.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever see that movie Big Trouble?
No.
It's like a black comedy with a bunch of hitmen and a bunch of actors.
Never heard of it.
Yes, you have.
Big Trouble?
Million calls on it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, but the funniest part is it's done in Miami.
Yeah.
And if
That's
you
Big
only
Trouble.
see if you only see the two scenes where the hitmen are waiting in the car and what radio station they have on and the babbling sports nerds that are talking back and forth both times.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about this, but I still haven't seen it.
It busts you up. Busts you up.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know about that.
Thanks, Pally.
It is a cute scene.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, a cute scene is one thing, but is it worth watching the whole movie for a cute scene? No. I can tell by the look the answer is obviously no. 5670560. Sleepers, don't forget, I recommend it highly. We're going to put that on my list, since you resist, on my list, and I'm pissed. How about Gorillas in the Mist? No, I haven't seen that in a long time. WQAM. Going to hit him with my fist. QAM.
I think you got the
Hi,
gist.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Jackie Johnson has cow eyes.
Cow eyes?
Cow eyes.
Or
that
cow
means
pies.
brown eyes. You know what I'm talking about.
She got the old brown eye, huh? 5670560. Jackie Johnson's got a brown eye. Bullet and get it on Channel 7 immediately, okay? Break into that regular programming, whatever they're doing. What do they do beside the Fox shows? What do they?
Deco Drive and all
No, but I mean, like now, 120.
crap.
What would they be having on right now? What is it on? Like 42 on our? It sure is not on 7. I mean, no matter what, huh?
05.
It's on 05?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense to me.
Sure, why not?
What's
this? Looks like
Smokey
In
and
the
the
Heat of
Bandit?
the Night or something. The series, not the movie. But I don't know.
I don't see no Carol O'Connor.
Yeah, jump on.
It is In the Heat of the Night. Yes,
Okay, great. So like I said, whatever you do not turn on Channel 7. WQAM, hello.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
How are you?
Good.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
Are you like on a speakerphone?
It's a recording.
It's what?
It's a recording. It's a joke.
Who is your daddy?
Oh, it's a recording.
It's Arnold. It's a crank call. They've got the sample things, like the thing that we loaded in the DCS there with the Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross drops.
Right.
Yeah. Like having a conversation with just drops like you do often.
Are you sure?
Yes.
WQAM.
About this innovative program.
WQAM.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Duncan's Arranged got a dick.
5670560. It's possible. Pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I get spilkies when I hear about Belkies. I mean, seriously, that shows you how silly those people are at Channel 7. I've asked that for years. Nobody's got an answer. What kind of a name is that? Belkies. Especially for somebody on TV. Oh, hi, I'm Belkies Spilkies. I mean, what is that?
You got me.
Belkies Oive?
That would be better.
Boy, come up with a name. I mean, most of us have fake names anyway. You can do a little bit better than Spilkies Noire.
I think that might be a real name.
WQAM.
Neil Empanizado.
I beg your pardon? What do you say?
Neil Empanizado. It means breaded.
And?
I don't know. He wants you breaded.
WQAM.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
is Pharrell really Harvey Firestein?
Yes.
Okay, have a good one.
Yeah. Boy, they really have run out this hour, man. Just this last hour when I was looking to leave here on such a high note, on such a note of enthusiasm. In fact, look at this. Oh, there it all goes. Right down there. Throw these in there, too. Oh, you want me to say the Mike Mayo thing, though, don't
Please,
you?
would you?
That's the only thing I'll leave here. I want to clean up my mess. I don't want to leave a whole bunch of crap here. Not that I'm not, I mean, it's only 1:25, not that I'm like, planning ahead or anything like that, am I?
Yes.
Oh, I am? Well, I mean, based on these calls here, it certainly seemed like a good idea at the time. WQAM. See what I mean? QAM, hello. WQAM.
Yeah, may I speak to Neil, please?
Speaking.
Bring back little Tommy Denenberg, will you?
You realize where you are, where you're stuck. You do
I'm
understand that.
very
don't you?
aware of
I don't
that.
want you to get depressed.
I am.
But
Not
you
too
do
late.
understand where you are stuck.
Too late. I'm depressed.
Oh, wow. I mean, these are really special now. These are the cream of the crop. WQAM.
I've really tried to like
Howard, David, I can't stand the guy. Give Pharrell 6 to 10. Goodbye.
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. See, what we have now, these are not people who want to talk to me. These are people with announcements to make. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In other words, there's no conversation that's going to take place. These are people that want to make statements, announcements, and that's it. That's no conversation.
No. Oh, that's something.
Oh, hey, listen, I'll take it for another half hour. WQAM. WQAM.
Yeah, this is Pharrell. Give me some more rain.
Okay, Pharrell. Have a great weekend, sweetheart. WQAM.
Yeah, oh, money go!
WQAM. QAM.
Great call.
Almost.
That was good. WQAM.
Hi, guys. You're the best. How are you?
Great.
Listen, check it out. I don't know. Everybody's bashing Jackie Johnson. I'd take her over like Belkey's, for example.
Spilky's Nimray? Well, we're not. Wait a minute. We're not bashing Jackie. We're bashing those people who are like foaming at the mouth and building her up to be the hottest thing since Cleopatra. Bullcrap is what we're saying.
You know what? She's not the best. You're right.
No.
But anyway, what about Tara Galani? What is that doing on TV?
Who is it?
Tara Galani. You ever seen her?
I have no idea who that is.
I thought somebody was calling her like the skunk ape yesterday or something like that.
Skunk ape?
Something like that.
Yeah.
She's like with Tony Segreto.
Maybe she is a skunk ape. I don't know.
I don't know.
When he finds out, well, he like I said, we're not going to have a conversation. He's thinking out loud. I thought that was a spectacular call.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Hey, we're searching. Oh yeah, we're searching. Oh Lord, for those weapons of destruction every day. Hey, hey, we gonna keep searching. Ooh, Lord, searching, have mercy. Searching for the nukes they hid away. But I don't think we'll ever find them. They weren't there in the first place. Yay, high and low, from house to house and under every rug, to validate the spin of all those White House thugs. If you still need convincing, tune in Fox or CNN for another dose of lying from but we'll keep on searching. Ooh, Lord, searching. Keep looking for proof of all the nukes he hid away. But you know they ain't gonna find them. Ain't never had them anyway.
Okay, speaking of searching, we got a real problem on our hands now because I don't even know what it's called, what that thing is. Here's a nice fax. It says, "Hey Neil, I'm a first day listener of your show.
All right.
This is my first day listening to the entire show. I love the comedy bits you do of celebrities. There's one bit you do when some guy goes to a gay club and gets raped-ed. I was on the beach when I heard it last time. I had the volume real loud. Everybody was laughing their asses off.
Rectum.
Please play that bit for me. Christina from Miami Beach. Thanks, Neil. I love the show. I'll tell all my friends at high school to listen to you the best." So we got Christina from the beach, who's a high school student, which we love, of course. And we don't know what the bit is.
Spoke of Brian, who made the bit.
He don't know what it is.
Right.
What is it called?
Something QAM dating, something dating.
Well, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Huh?
I got some discs in here. I don't see it on any.
I don't see it. I just, Christina, what are you doing to us? I mean, I'm sure you must have heard it, or maybe, maybe she dreamed she heard it. Or maybe it was just one of the dozen or 500 other ones where Mo gets raped-ed. I don't know. But we're looking. We're searching feverishly, Christina. Thanks for the nice facts. And we are the best. You're right. 567-0560, pound 560. So what we're going to do is George and I will look through the discs while Beaner Boy eraculates and keeps the audience. Well, aren't you supposed to be, filling in the breach here while we look? This is important stuff. This is a new, relatively new listener. And she's going to spread it through the whole high school. What about the sport hole mind? I guess that's not it. That's the wrong hole, huh? Mo and the Beast?
No.
Howard gets raped. Now, that's just your ordinary pedestrian. I mean, that could be anyone.
That was the first one, I think.
Fagadorn and Ginger. Geldy's balls. Huh? Here's one that's got an F in it. Look at that.
F and what? F and what?
F and something. I don't. It doesn't ring any bells
I know
with me
which
even.
one it is.
You do?
I can hear it.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Well, sing it a little bit. Sing a song.
Sports.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, too, but what the hell is that called? Well, he's got to know what it is. He's done it.
I sang it to him,
What
and he
kind
goes,
of
oh, yeah,
a
that
moron
one.
is Boca Brian turned into, huh?
That's how I got that it's got the word
Since he
dating
became a real chicken neck, he just ain't the same as he used to be. Sporthole mind? No, that ain't it. Jeez. This could be number 1 with 4 bullets. Requiem for Mo, that's not it. That's the one where Geldy's dancing on his grave, I think. Mo and Pharrell. Ginger and Mo gay reunion. Raped by Rick and Suds. Don't find it yet. But we're searching, Christina. Have no fear. We're working feverishly for you. Can't find it, huh?
No, in the bed either.
WQAM. Wacko line, QAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Okay.
Jackie Johnson is a state of mind.
Right, that's what I said.
Exactly.
She is to TV news and to femininity what the Rascal House is to food.
Exactly.
Right.
Joe Rose said there was another girl on Channel 6 that's even better looking. He's right. She is hot.
I think even Tony Segretto's hotter than she is.
Oh, he's ugly.
And he's gross. You're right.
Oh, that face. Oh.
And I'll tell you one thing. I know we all been around a long time, but Tony's getting really long in the tooth.
He sure is. And that Jackie Johnson, I think it's right on her puss there, right?
I think you're seeing it.
Oh, my goodness.
Good luck to you, pal. Thanks for agreeing with me. Yes.
Mo and the Beast.
That's it, Mo and the Beast?
So you had it in your hand just seconds ago.
I had it in my hand, and you tell me it's about what was he saying it was?
QAM dating or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like that, doesn't it? Mo and the Beast and QAM dating, it sounds like exactly the same bit to me, don't it?
Mo and the lawn.
Mo and the lawn? Did I actually read that one in my list when I was going through these?
Mo and the Beast, yeah.
Oh, gee. Now you know what's going to happen now. Now I'll go through this whole stack, and I won't find it again. Like I said, Christine, or whatever your name was, we like you a lot, but quit screwing with my show. We'll find it. What is it? Mo and the Beast. Mo with Fagadorn and Ginger. There's Mo hit by a truck. Oh, Howard gets raped. Did it? Uh-oh. Hold on tight. Everybody on the beat start squeezing it real tight. Squeeze your cheeks together. Because I think I had... Now, this damn well better be the one. Now, Brian told you that?
Yes.
One moment, please.
It's time for the WQAM Beauty and the Beast contest. Let's meet our Beast judges, starting with the illustrious Greg Reed.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, our next judge needs no introduction. I'm sure you're all aware of our wonderful morning show.
All right, out of my way, Dapperton.
Well,
now, without any other further ado, I'll announce the winner of the Beauty and the Beast contest, so I can get out of here and go home. All right, give me the goddamn envelope.
Here you are,
And the winner is Bachelorette number 1. Okay, Beast.
I am the Beast.
You fat little toad. Behind that curtain is your date. Is it going to be Bachelorette number 1 or Bachelorette number 1?
Let me see. Number 1.
That figures you can't think with all that fat in your head.
No, wait a minute. Oh, you're like a father to me. Give me a minute here. I can't think. Number 1.
Make up your mind, will you? Make up your mind. We don't have all time here. All right, Beast, meet your mystery date. Sport Hole Radio Program Director, Clarence.
Oh, I was hoping you'd pick me. Well, I always thought you were kind of cute. Maybe later we can talk about sports. You said sports. Oh. Stop it, Clarence. I am the Beast, and you're biting my arm. Stop it.
All right, you two mullet heads, knock it off. Get in the back of the van.
What for, Mo?
'Cause you won, you moron.
Ow.
Now I got to escort you on a date to the Crazy Horsey Sauce strip joint. Here we are, kids. Go have a good time. Hey, where's all the broad?
It's a gay club, Mo.
Well, no wonder it looks like our audience in here.
You mean Neil's audience?
Ah, not that backstabbing pipe smoker.
What the?
Sports.
I can't hear you. The music's too loud. What was that?
Sports.
What?
I said sports.
Sports?
Sports.
I love it. That was well worth looking for, wasn't it? We probably never would have played it again. What?
For her, yeah, excellent.
Well, she's ecstatic. I mean, it wasn't one of my all-time favorites, but keep in mind,
gang rape is funny.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Your wife.
Hello?
Eisner?
Yes?
Mouse.
Oh, Mr. Mouse, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm not good, Eisner.
Oh, you're not feeling well, sir?
I'm watching the television, the ABC 50-year reunion special.
Oh, what an amazing special. What a night to remember.
Yeah, a night to remember for you. How many times were you on camera?
I
counted 75.
Oh, really?
It was all about you, you megalomaniac. You've only been with the company, I don't know, 10 years or whatever, and you're running it into the toilet.
What did you think of my speech, sir?
I thought it was terrible. You're awful. Why didn't I give the speech?
Well, sir, since I am the president and CEO of the company, I thought it'd be...
You're an idiot.
Well, we did have some major talent. I mean, we had John Travolta, Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen.
Would
you please?
Hold on, sir.
Just stop that for a second.
Who was that?
No one. It's just to help you. You were saying about Tim Allen?
That better not be Remus.
No.
He called in sick today.
Oh, that's...
I got paperwork up to my big ears. It's Remus, isn't it? Put him on.
No, sir. So you were saying Tim Allen.
Put him on. Is that Remus?
Yes, it is, sir.
Put him on the phone.
Remus, stop that for a second.
Sorry, boss.
What'd you say?
Hello.
What'd you call him?
Who's this?
What do you mean, who's this?
How you doing, boss?
Did I just hear you call Eisner boss? Who's your boss? Who's your boss?
You're my boss.
I'm your boss.
You're my boss.
Remus?
Yeah?
Why aren't you here today? You called in sick.
I'm taking some lost time, like Sipowicz does on the NYPD Blue.
Lost time? You work here, Remus. I've done tons of things for you. I paid for your rehab, didn't I?
I've been meaning to talk to you about that, boss.
Got you off the crack, Remus.
I need a little refresher, boss.
I'll tell you what, Remus.
I'm almost done here, boss.
What are you doing over there?
Putting a jacuzzi in.
A jacuzzi?
It's a beaut, boss.
Put the megalomaniac on.
Hold on. For you, Izzy.
Sir?
A jacuzzi?
Well, it's been very stressful these days, with the fall schedule and everything getting ready. I've been very stressed.
You don't need a jacuzzi in your office. You're terrible. What stress?
Remus.
Why do we have Tim Allen?
Well, Tim Allen, a major star for the company.
Major star? He hasn't even had a show for years. I mean, sure, at first it was funny, the neighbor with the fence and you couldn't see his face, and Tim Allen making all those the grunting noises, but come on!
Well, he is Santa Claus. I mean, 2 hit Santa Claus movies.
Fire him!
What?
Fire him!
Fire
him!
Fire him!
Fire him!
I'm trying to
fire him!
But I can't speak.
Fire him! Tell Remus it's over! I'm docking him! Tell him I'm docking him!
Remus, Mr. Mouse is docking you.
He's funny, doctor. I'm no doctor. I can't even read.
Not doctor. Docking. Forget it. Bunch of losers.
Look at that. Jose Canseco, just on CNN, just only moments ago, test positive for steroids.
Oy!
What a shock. Isn't that surprising?
Absolutely.
I'm shocked and dismayed. Wow.
I wonder how that Putz feels from Pennsylvania that spent $2,500 to take him and his girlfriend and hang out in Jose's house.
I wonder if Jose shared
his steroids?
Roids.
Poor Jose, he just can't stay out of the way of it, you know what I'm saying? Just can't keep his ass out of the way of it. Senate votes to allow drugs from Canada, eh?
Oh!
But, well, it sounds like good news, but unfortunately we'll see where this goes because the Senate voted today, just a short time ago, to allow U.S. pharmacists to buy prescription drugs in Canada where the same medicines sell for less and resell them here. Another attempt to drive down the rising, outrageous, unacceptable, grotesque cost of drugs in this country. The 62-28 vote attached to the measure pending Medicare prescription drug bill moving through Congress, where approval in the House and Senate was expected by the end of next week. Lawmakers, especially those living in states bordering Canada, have been pressing for the change for years, spurred especially by senior citizens in their states who board buses to cross the border and buy cheaper drugs in Canada, eh? But the provision includes a measure that could prevent it from ever becoming law. It requires the Secretary of HHS, Health and Human Services, to certify that the re-importation can be done safely. Congress passed a similar law once before, but HHS Secretary, the unctuous Donna, excuse me for being at the U of M, Shalala, would not certify that it could be done without risk to her patients. Her successor, Tommy Cheesehead Thompson, said the same. That didn't stop the Senate from acting. Senator Byron Dorgan, Democrat of North Dakota, successfully argued that Canada's safety controls were just as reliable as those in the U.S., and U.S. consumers have nothing to fear from drugs bought from Canadian pharmacists. So what it boils down to again is a bunch of repressive assholes trying to, prevent people from saving money and getting ripped off by the drug companies here.
How can they gouge you if you save money?
That's what I'm just saying.
Right.
They're trying to prevent you from saving money. And the Republicans sure don't want to do that, do they?
No.
No, they want you to they want you to empty out your pockets and give it all to them and their buddies is what it boils down. Just empty your pockets, empty your bank account, and give it to us. Trust us with it. We'll take care of it. We'll hold it for you.
Right, we'll invest it.
Yeah, we'll invest it. We'll call up Mitch Hirsch, somebody that we can trust, somebody with a great track record. 5670560, pound 560.
Absolutely.
On the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which of these are you most sick and tired of hearing about? Reality TV show 74. Scott and Laci Peterson 48. Screw 'em. Who the hell needs to hear about those assholes anymore? What about, she ain't feeling too good.
No.
How's the baby doing? The Hillary book 43. The new Harry Potter book 29. Enough with Harry Potter already, okay? Enough with that. And those nerdy little kids. Oh. They look like him, they smell like him, they talk like him. They're all like a little bunch of twerpy nerds.
And the sniffity snitch.
Yeah, sniff this.
Woozled in the whiffer witch.
The Middle East Roadmap 27. Neil's Movie Shows 26. Haha, too bad. Weapons of Mass Destruction 25. How Hot Jackie's Johnson is 22. Martha Stewart 17. Golf 12. The Florida Marlins 8. And The Matrix, you're right, only 3. So I guess that's old news.
Right.
Old news. Ancient history. WQAM.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Remember that guy that was talking about The Godfather with the guy who killed Hyman Roth?
Absolutely.
And it wasn't covered in the movie, but in the book, when The Godfather wanted to get Michael home safely and get him cleared of the murder charges,
right,
they would get somebody who was terminally ill to confess. And I always thought the implication was that this guy had to know this was a suicide mission to go kill Roth. And that, they took care of their families in perpetuity.
Well, no, that was Frankie Pantangeli. That was his deal.
Right.
He got in the bathtub and opened up his wrists.
Right, that his family would be taken care of. And that,
right.
And that,
well, we don't really ever know. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you can assume that if you want, but I just got the feeling that, well, you're probably right, because how the hell was he going to get out of there?
Right. That's what I always thought. He just opened his arms up and let him blow him away.
Yeah. You could be right.
I thought he was running.
No, not too fast, though.
He didn't go too far.
I think the answer is not fast enough. Thanks a lot, Pally.
Have a good summer. George does just fine. Don't worry about him.
Don't worry about him.
He'll
be
lose
okay.
his mind, but he'll be okay.
Okay, see.
Bye.
He will, because it'll be the summertime.
Leave the gun. Take the cannolis.
5670560. Boy, I do like them chocolate-covered cannolis. Doris Market has got, oh, boy. Woo, you ever had those?
No.
Oh, don't. Chocolate-covered cannolis. Now, see, he wouldn't like it because he doesn't like chocolate. Plus, he likes crap, bland crap.
Ever have Linzer truffles? The wife's been buying those lately.
Linzer?
Linzer truffles. They got a
I had Windsor Pilates for breakfast. Windsor. Is that Screw Ann that's doing that? I thought maybe Doreen was doing it. She's the one with the big fat ass. Screw Ann is doing it. Won't help that bitch. Are you kidding me? She won't smell any better. Screw Ann is doing, she got the bellows out? Is that what she's doing? Yeah, she's doing the bellow thing with her legs.
The
she's
butt
squeezing
blaster.
It. Yeah, the butt master. Poor Screw Ann. Look, you could stand on your head, you could twist it into a pretzel. You're still going to smell the same, honey. You're still going to be the same infection-riddled piece of turd that you've always been. What? Can you imagine what's crawling around inside of that body? Wow. You know who could tell you?
Roy!
He's got the roadmap. To a piece.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
You fudge packing? Coming up tonight on Inside the Behind the True Hollywood Celebrity Music Biography Profile Story. They got us chanting along to their hit, Pour Some Sugar on Me. But could the song have been about sex? We'll find out from Def Leppard.
Whatever gave you the idea it was about sex? Sex? That is rich.
Def Leppard vocalist Joe Elliott spoke to Inside the Behind, along with his manager, Slappy Gold.
That song is not about sex.
Right, definitely not.
I specifically told the boys, write a song about sugar.
You did?
About how much you love sugar and you want it poured all over you.
Right.
In fact, if you had to choose between getting sugar poured on you or the luscious love nectar of some hot babe poured on you, you would definitely not go with the sweet, sticky, glistening moisture dripping from the... nuts. It's about sex.
Yeah, it's totally
It's about sex. I mean, well, you got it. I mean,
of course.
So why, asks Inside the Behind, did they feel the need to lie?
Listen, things ain't been too good for Def Leppard since the 80s.
No.
We've been looking for ways to make some dough, so we're doing a children's album.
Yeah, well, we thought we could put some distance between us and Love Juices.
But the fans are gonna love this record, too. Don't you worry. The boys ain't gonna compromise.
No way. We're gonna rock you. You know, with songs like My Best Friend is Neat and Cross the Street with Care Today. And,
Right.
and I must do what Mommy and Daddy tell me to.
No. There, guy. Come on.
I want to take drugs and party.
No. We all gotta eat.
Def Leppard. A band's gotta do what a band's gotta do. But we'll all sure miss those references to female secretions. It's a big, juicy, sopping wet look at show business tonight on Inside the Behind.
The Middle Eastern world will be exploded. Saddam had people killed with the gas that we sold him. First time aggressor nation and the only one that's going. Now more blood will be spilled to get that oil flowing. Forget about Korea and the nukes they're toting, and the right wing is drilling it over and over into our heads. Yes. That Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction. 3,000 people killed are now forgotten. Let's exploit them instead. Hey, there's oil to be gotten. Going after Saddam to placate Osama. There's no longer mention of the name Bin Laden, but no one seems concerned. All comfy and complacent, believing every word of this cartel administration that controls us by fear through media manipulation. And the right wing is drilling it over and over into our heads that Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction. The loss of civil rights is the price that we're paying. We're all suspects now, Nazi Ashcroft is saying. I have nothing to hide, table talkers all are saying. Blind obedient cattle don't have any reservation. Without unprovoked battle and world annihilation. Old regimes must fall and Halliburton installed with no objection at all. Democrats don't have the balls, and the right wing is drilling it over and over into our brainwashed heads. Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, we're fine.
Only Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction.
Bye. The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
If I had the ability to do, I'd take you out here right now and kick your goddamn teeth in.
Absolutely.